Let's go.
Let-
Hey, good evening, all you minties, and welcome back to another episode of Reelz Talk with the amazing Amanda and the uncanny Omar.
What's up,
Um,
everybody?
hey,
That's
how
it.
is
That's all I
yeah,
had.
that's all you had? You didn't
That's
have
all
anything
I
else to
had.
say. How's
No.
everyone doing tonight? I see a lot of our old faithfuls in the chat, Michael and Jack, and let's
Like
see.
they're geysers, like old
No, they're
people.
old, yeah, faithful. Yes, old
Old
faithful.
faithful. Is
James
that what
is
we're
in the
calling
chat.
Michael?
Yeah, that's what we're calling Michael. He is faithful.
Uh
Jaden,
huh.
hey, what's going
I don't
on?
know if he's
Tavon.
old.
Yeah, Tavon said, "Oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about today?" Yes, we do,
Amanda
Tavon.
has planned this out.
I feel like I keep adding things to the list. I keep having to tell Omar. Oh, by the way, this is also on the outline of what we need to talk about.
And she actually expects me to have read all that, and I was like, "Yeah, I got this. I'm ready."
Yeah, yeah.
I wing
Hopefully,
it. I know how to wing
he
things.
did. Yes.
Yes.
So, hey Phil, how's it going?
Hey, Phil.
Oh, look, Chris Davidson. I'm a new old faithful. Well, we're glad to have you on board for our
Thanks,
Wednesday
Chris.
shows.
How's it going? And Carly's here.
Yes.
And what's up,
Oh.
Hayden? And now we're gonna
Hayden,
be fighting.
Hayden
Cat
is the
Denning gifts are back. Not just Cat Denning. Cat Denning gifts are back.
gifts.
That's
Yes,
right.
I was like,
That's right.
finally, he has a reason to use these gifts.
You're just gonna
Oh,
come out and
thank you,
say it like that,
Lionheart.
Lionheart.
I
like your hair,
appreciate
man.
it. You
What's
know
up,
how
Omar?
hard it was to figure out how to put these stupid headset on my hair without
She
crushing
was
my
on
curl?
here for an hour trying to fix her hair, and I
It
was
was
making
really
fun of her the
difficult,
entire
guys.
time.
I see
We're-
Martin.
We're doing all right. What's up, Martin? How you doing, buddy?
Oh my goodness, wait, I gotta give a shout out. Breath with Jenny. That's my little sister, guys. So hi Jenny, how are you?
Hey, I made
What
her
are
I made her a promise that I thought of her when I saw this. When you're trying to smash one of those crystal loving chicks, so you pretend to be into weird shit too. I immediately thought of Jenny when I saw this.
That's right. That's right. Oh, look, we have another family member in the chat. Little Maya. Hi, Maya. How
I
are
gotta watch what I'm
you?
saying then. Okay.
No, you don't.
Yes,
It's
I do.
Maya probably watches all of our stuff, and she probably knows that you're super
Maya is
inappropriate.
like a little
She's related to you.
girl.
We hope you're doing good, Maya. I'm glad you're joining us today to talk
Maya,
about WandaVision and like 5,000 other things.
I just read good comics. I don't read anything bad. Stay away from the internet because it will spoil things for you.
Hold a second. My sister said she needs a crystal loving dude. Anyone
There you
out
go.
there?
There you go, guys.
She kind of looks
seriously.
like me. She's just younger than I am. And she's into breath work and meditation and stuff. So if y'all
I can't
are
remember
single, my sister is out there.
out of the three of you, which one the hot one is and which one the smart
Shut
one
up.
is.
All right, let's get on with the show, guys.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so before we get started with everything, I did want to bring something up. I think Omar might have mentioned this on Saturday.
Probably not.
You did. You told me you did. So if you lied to me,
I mean, I like crystals, but also kind of gay.
that makes it. I mean, it is what it is.
I think Jenny can swing that way. It's cool.
She might be able to handle it. It's
She's
fine.
pretty open-minded.
She's
She's into crystals, dude. Anything goes.
Anyway, so we had a big talk about our Reelz Talk and what our goal is for the show.
We had a Reelz big talk.
Our Reelz big talk. And what we decided is, we want to keep doing our reviews of WandaVision, but we think it'd be better to do WandaVision reviews on Friday evening. So the episodes obviously are released Friday on Disney Plus. So to get right in there and get our reviews and our recaps out to you guys on Fridays. And the reason we want to do that is A, to get it out to you guys sooner, but also B, what we envision for Reelz Talk is more of a general discussion, or focused discussion on different things in movies and television and our nerd culture that we all, love. So that not everyone's like, gosh, they're going to do another WandaVision. If you don't want to watch a WandaVision review, then you don't have to watch on Fridays. But at least here...
Wait.
Okay, you can still watch
everything, okay? Don't listen to her. She's crazy. She's been drinking. Okay, Maya's almost 18. That's crazy.
That's crazy, right? Oh, my goodness.
And I'm 27, and that makes me feel so old.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Where were we?
Thank you, Maya, for watching our shows with me. I appreciate that. Anyway, so the other thing is because we have so much we want to discuss, movie and entertainment news is coming out constantly, and we want to talk to you guys about it. We want to have our discussion with each other. So we want to bring to you what me and Omar are texting back and forth about all the time to Reelz Talk, basically, because that's really what we do all day long. So we want to bring it to you guys live, get your input on it, and then also do some fun, creative stuff. So, we talked about this month being our romantic comedy month in response to Valentine's Day. So
who's into that kind of action?
Romantic comedies for a comic book channel, guys. Hey.
Yeah, isn't that great? Make this and take it down to the dumps. Is your sister still in here?
I don't know. I haven't seen her
Jenny,
in a minute. I think you embarrassed her.
No, I did not. She said she was looking for a crystal dude. Like, that's it. I think she did a good job. Here's my favorite dude. Peace and love, Amanda and Lord Omar. Love it.
Oh, Jenny's still in there. Self-love. She's still in the chat.
Self-love got me through a lot of Friday nights, so I understand, Jenny.
That's right. So
Deadpool is a great Deadpool 2 I would consider a rom-com.
Yeah. So we have some different themes for the next 3 weeks of February that are lined out, and also, the first half of the show is going to be centered on whatever the theme is of that night. And then the second half of the show is going to be focused on what the current news is. And then talking to you guys, what you guys want to talk about with us in regards to what's going on in the nerd entertainment world. So that's kind of what the Reelz Talk format is going to be. So I kind of wanted to give you guys a heads up, let you know. And for those of you who still want to see us do WandaVision recaps, we're going to be doing Friday nights. And then once WandaVision's over, we'll then segue into Falcon Winter Soldier, which is next, and then so on and so forth. Because that's pretty much how Disney is laying out everything at this point. So we're going to keep our Fridays for our...
I just want to say you both have... I spent a total of 3 minutes doing this, and I'm like, I'm ready.
Philip's back too.
Oh, wait. You didn't read my full comment, Lord Omar. He called me Lord Omar. I have Philip from now on. You call me Lord Omar, or I will not read your comment. Yes. Lord talks pretty one day, one fine day. Hey, maybe today's the day. Malaysia loves you, my Lord Omar. Oh, much love back to Malaysia, man.
That's right.
I want you to recap my Q&As. Leo, where's Leo? We can't start this without Leo. Is he here or is he grounded?
Oh, Jaeger nods in the chat. Philip right here said Paul Rudd is in some great rom-coms. Just saying.
Okay.
Don't I know.
Don't do a double whammy on me. Let's see. There we go. Lord Omar. Paul Rudd is in some great rom-coms. All right, you don't have to do that. What's up, Herminio Reyes? How's it going, buddy? Love to see everybody back here with us, and hopefully everybody's enjoying WandaVision or ready to talk about it. And then, we got a lot to talk about.
We do.
MCU is overrated. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man, Jack.
Oh, it's never mind.
Our Zack Snyder fanboy is in the chat tonight, guys.
Is he a Zack Snyder? Oh, he does love Zack. He was all about Darkseid. Good for him.
His entire Instagram is pretty much about the Justice League Snyder Cut. So
yeah, that's cool, man.
It is cool. Hey, mine is mostly, Tom Holland. What can you say?
I don't have Instagram, but mine would probably be Christina Hendricks and Gabrielle Union, Kat Denning.
Hey, speaking of which we could talk about, they're doing a reboot of Cheaper by the Dozen. If anyone didn't know that, and it's going to be Zach Braff and Gabrielle Union are going to be the parents. Those two are now parents. That is crazy.
Zach Braff is my age.
Yeah, I know, but it's crazy. So. But yeah, so she never ages, so it's going to be really interesting.
MCU better than Universal, Sony, Fox, Lionsgate superhero movies. Oh, the fight's already starting.
Oh no! Michael says, "I can't afford Disney Plus. Why did I invest in shorting Game? Why did you do it?" Oh, that GameStop stuff, guys, is awesome.
Oh, look, your sister's still here.
Thank you, Jenny.
We have not bored her yet. Jenny, are you even watching this show?
I think so.
Are you not this show, but the WandaVision show? I know you're watching this, obviously.
Yeah, but are you watching WandaVision? I don't know. But let's dive into it because we have so much to talk about.
Oh, everybody, let's clock her. Let's clock her.
All right. So
Jenny's giving some bad advice, telling people to buy Bitcoin. What? Don't do that. It's like buying rupees from The Legend of Zelda. That's not real. All right.
Nope.
Amanda?
Okay. So episode 4.
I'm ready with the gifts.
Everyone had thought that this episode might be
you didn't add any Darcy gifts. I'll
Yes, there
find
is.
some.
Keep looking. There's a Darcy
Not
gift.
good ones. All right, I got him.
You already got Kat Denny gifts. Anyways, okay. So what we thought would happen when we would get move into the 80s sitcoms, but alas, we got what finally is a more what we would assume a typical Marvel TV show episode. It starts off with immediately when the blip happens. So we start to see everyone coming back, and it's really cool how it's like the reverse of them, like, ashing away, and they're coming back, and it's close up on who at this point, the audience, if you don't know, thinks it's Geraldine, but we all know it's Monica Rambeau. She's at a hospital.
Do
She's
we
sitting
all
in a
know
chair.
this?
Now we all do. Oh yeah,
No.
there's spoilers, guys. So
Now we know.
look at this. Ari is so right. Amanda couldn't even say episode 4 without interruption. That's so true. Thank you, Aria.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. I was trying to find the gifts to prepare for this episode, so I didn't pregame.
Okay.
I didn't pregame. My bad. That's on me.
It is.
Delete
Okay.
some of this crap in here, though.
This is the first time we get to see, like, right after the blip happened, right? Because we never got to see everyone coming back, really. And you can see how it's utter chaos. There's this hospital's overrun because all these people start showing back up, including, like, I would assume patients that were there before. Monica Rambeau is, like, bumping into people, knocking herself on the floor. People are trying to call people, and she runs into a doctor, and the doctor's, like, shocked to see her. She's like, "Where's my mother?" And she's like, "Your mother died." And she's like, "No, you said everything was fine. You said all these things were normal." And she said, "No, Monica, your mother died 2 years ago." She said, "No, it's impossible." She's like, "No, she died 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, which was 2 years after you disappeared." And Monica's like, "I disappeared? I just thought I was asleep." So,
She didn't say it quite that way. But
no, but she did. That's how I would have said it. So then we cut to 3 weeks later. So now we know WandaVision is set sometime after Endgame, but before Spider-Man Far From Home. Because Spider-Man Far From Home is quite farther from Endgame. So this is kind of set in between. So we have a timeline now of where this fits within the MCU. And hopefully this isn't like some weird, they messed up as far as the timeline's concerned, like they did with Spider-Man. We'll see. So, Monica is walking back into the S.W.O.R.D. facilities. So we know that she works for S.W.O.R.D. We also find out that S.W.O.R.D. was founded by her mother, Maria Rambeau.
Who was called
Photon.
And who's Photon in the comic books? That's one of the names that Monica Rambeau uses in the comic books. And that's why I'm here. That's it. That's all I had to say. Go ahead.
That's all he's there. Yes.
I'm out now. Amanda's got the rest of this.
So she goes back in. It's been 3 weeks, and she's the first person to return back to work. Why are you taking yourself out, Omar?
You said you didn't need me. I'm trying to find gifts.
I do. You have to do the gifts.
All right, ready?
I have a gift of her going into S.W.O.R.D.
Oh, I've got a better
I'm just going to do this myself, guys. I'm just going to do this myself. Okay.
All right, so, Thanos.
She's walking in to S.W.O.R.D.
Yeah,
and she meets Director Hayward, acting director. Really, this should have been her job, but unfortunately, she's been gone for 5 years. So he kind of became the acting director. She wants to get back out there. We kind of learn a little bit about what S.W.O.R.D. does. So originally, S.W.O.R.D.'s goal was to be up in space, observing AI technology and sentient weapons, right? But because of the snap, all those people who disappeared, they lost half their astronauts. The other half are a little wary, so they started actually building AI and stuff. So instead of just observing these sentient weapons, they actually are creating sentient weapons now. Kind of crazy. But that's, they never learned, right? I mean, Ultron? No? Okay, that's fine. Whatever. So Monica wants to get back out there. She wants to start flying again. Director Hayward's like, "Nope, you're grounded." Why? Because your mother made up these protocols before she passed away that if people were to come back, we have ground missions only. And he's like, on the plus side, that means she thought you'd come back. She had hope. So basically her mission is to go help the FBI in New Jersey on a missing persons case. They need one of their drones. So she goes out to there and she meets Jimmy Woo, Agent Woo, and look at that card trick from Ant-Man. It's good to know that Paul Rudd still makes an appearance in this.
Yes, Paul Rudd had everything to do with that. And quit taking my job.
You were not doing it. Okay, then do it.
Ready.
So he's out there with a couple of sheriffs He's out there in front of Westview, the sign of Westview, which we remember from the previous episodes. And the sheriffs are kind of just sitting right there on the edge of town. And Jimmy's explaining that he is trying to follow up on a witness he has in the witness protection program, but he can't get a hold of him. Then he tried to call people in the town to find out where he is, but he can't get a hold of anyone in the town. And he's like, but here's the weird thing. And he asked the sheriffs, where's Westview? And they said that doesn't exist. And then Monica's like, where are you guys from? And he's like, Eastview. She's like, oh, okay. So they're kind of deducing that anyone who like has any known like association or knows of Westview doesn't seem to remember it exists, but they do because they're not really directly related to the town or its inhabitants. And she's like, well, why don't you just go in and see what's going on? He's like, well, it doesn't want me to. And so she's like, what? So she takes her drone and she flies it into town and it disappears. So that's when she realizes there's some kind of force field barrier. So of course she can't just let it be. She has to go look. She puts her hand in and it sucks her in.
I did that.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
So now Jimmy's like, what happened to her? So then we get all of, this massive operation. Okay. Mm-hmm. We get SWORD, we get the Air Force, we get the Army, all these different government operations have now set up, and they are trying to get Monica out and figure out what the heck this barrier is. And in the meantime, they've also brought in a bunch of different scientists from different backgrounds, including Dr. Darcy Lewis, who we have not seen since Thor: Dark World. So she's still her lovable self, her Mew Mew self, and she's as sassy as ever, but now she doesn't have Jane to hold her back.
I don't see
her own person.
I don't see
keep going down, keep going down. It's there. I've labeled it Darcy, eating ramen noodles. So she goes there, and she's an astrophysicist.
There we go.
Oh my God.
Oh,
so she's an astrophysicist, and so she takes her little like reader.
Oh, even better. That one? That's the one that's labeled Darcy.
Yep, that's the one. That's the one.
I found it.
Good. So she takes her little like tool to look at radiation, and she's like, there's a lot of CMBR, which is cosmic microwave radiation or whatever, background radiation, but within that there's some kind of like a broadcast signal, and she can kind of hear it, kind of can't. So she's like, find me an old TV. So she gets them to find her a bunch of old TVs. She also asks for coffee, which apparently they never get her. And then she realized when she gets the signal that she's watching this weird old TV sitcom of two Avengers. And then they start to realize there's other characters in it, and they're like, I think I know that guy. So then that starts in with all of the agents researching all these different characters and finding out they're actually residents of Westview, except for Agnes. There's still a big question mark on her picture.
They didn't find who she was, right?
No, but she's been in. How could they not have found it by now?
I found a GIF of Darcy thinking. Darcy thinking. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is acting. That's acting.
That's acting.
That is acting.
So, while they're dealing with that, they're watching the episodes play out, just like we are, asking all these different questions. They have all these different questions on their board, like, why is it a hexagon shape? Is Vision dead or alive? Like, all these different questions. Who's doing this? Then we get to see, like, all the backside. So we get to see Darcy helping Jimmy make contact with Wanda through the broadcast radio waves. We get to see not an AIM soldier, just a guy in a radiation suit, going down into the tunnel. And we get to see how when he hits the barrier, because they're like, well, is the barrier underground or not? Turns out it is. And him becoming the beekeeper. And his name is Agent Franklin.
There goes that theory about him being an AIM.
Yeah, he's just a guy. But where he ended up after she did her rewind thing, they never really mentioned. So he could be somewhere. Who knows? So we get to see all that stuff play out. And then finally they see, Gerald, Monica's here. She showed up. So they're watching for clues. They're trying to figure out what's going on. And then they get to the scene where the babies are being born, or after the babies are born, and she talks about her brother. And then that's when she mentions Ultron. And Jimmy's like, that's the first time they ever mentioned anything from our reality, right? And Darcy's like, yeah. And then she's like, keeps watching it, and it kind of blipped, right? And it shows the two of them sitting on the couch at the end, turning off the TV. And she's like, what happened? And then it cuts to inside of this barrier. And it is still in our, cinematic frames, not the sitcom framework. And we get to actually see what happens, which is Wanda uses her actual hex powers, the red powers. It's not that kooky little like sitcom-y magic from Bewitched. It's her actual powers, and she basically like thrusts Monica Rambeau out through all the houses and stuff, through the barrier, like we exactly saw, like we had seen, and then she kind of puts everything back together. And then Vision walks in, and we saw this in the last episode where he's like, where's Geraldine? And she says everything's fine. Well, when she turns around, everything gets freaked out because we don't see our Vision. We don't see Vision like we see him. We see dead Vision. So now there's the idea that she has reanimated his corpse, and it freaks her out for a second. And then
so that makes her a necrophiliac.
Necrophiliac. So he tells her, we can leave if you want. We can go somewhere else. We could do whatever. And she's like, no, I have everything under control. So at this point, to everyone, including Monica, it is obvious that Wanda is the one in control of this universe for the most part. So after that happens, we start hearing this like 80s kind of music, like the 80s sitcom, like a Married with Children kind of vibe or whatever. And they sit down on the couch. So we know we're going to get into the next era of sitcoms. But then it cuts back to Monica and Agent Wu, Darcy, all of them run over to her and like, Monica, what are you writing? She's like, it's Wanda. It's all Wanda.
You said
and
Darcy?
That's kind of, yeah,
I got you.
So that's kind of where it ends up. I know that was kind of quick, but this episode went by really fast because they were cramming a lot in to kind of basically, they were being the audience in this episode. So whereas we were there, all the questions that we as the audience had for the past 3 episodes, Darcy and Jimmy were our like agents throughout these entire, like the agents for the audience the entire time. We were like, they were acting out what we were feeling the entire time, but this way we got to see what was going on the other side of the barrier. So Omar, thoughts?
Yeah.
WandaVision episode 3.
Okay, this is episode 4, but I mean, if you want me to talk about episode 3,
4, sorry guys.
Okay. No. Look, you are making your sissy proud. I love that you call her sissy. Look at that. That's awesome. All right, so really, I was both happy and disappointed with this episode. Disappointed that they showed it this early. I kind of wish this to me feels like this is really what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that payoff would have been a lot better later on down the road. How many episodes is it? 9?
9.
Okay. So I think that would have been a really great episode 8. Go back and show everything that's going on in the outside world. But I also don't know where this is going. I mean, maybe maybe they only had planned for like 5 or 6. I mean, because we know we're going to see like a Roseanne looking face.
We know we see a Modern Family type thing because
so then we got
promos they have,
2 more faces to go through.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I was thinking like a little bit later to show, because I mean we all knew this is what was happening. So the revelation wasn't really that big of a shock. It was cool that they started with is it the blip? Is that what we're calling it?
Blip whenever
is that what the cool kids are calling it?
That's what all the cool kids are calling it. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's awesome. I love that. That was really cool. All the characters, because we never got to see that, right?
No,
we never got to see anybody come back because they were already right. Am I
no,
right?
The only time we got to see anyone come back in Spider-Man: Far From Home, when they were just briefly doing their little news session, was like boom. It was all sudden. So that's the only time
this was like a slow phase,
and it was like, creepy. If that really happened, like I think I would be freaked out if that was something that So it was great. It was very well done, very cinematic. But I didn't necessarily have a problem with them showing this episode too early because there's still a lot of questions. They didn't give it all. I feel like they didn't give it all away yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we needed this, especially with some of those who have been slow burn.
Why feed the people that? Who cares?
Well, I don't think they're safe. I don't think they were feeding.
I think it was planned. Don't get me wrong.
Planned. Yeah, I think they knew that they needed to, they needed to start introducing the MCU elements to it because they only have 9 episodes, and I don't know what the rest of the rest of the 5 episodes are like. Right, 5 episodes left. But something tells me that the sooner they introduced this MCU portion of it, the better, because there's going to be a lot going on. So that's why I didn't have a problem with it. We had talked to our cousin, or my cousin, your brother, about this, and he said he felt like it was rushed. And
I brought up a good point, though.
Go ahead. What was your point? Because I don't remember what you said. You made such a good point. I don't remember it.
You're off the show. Now it's me. I'm just kidding. I can't do this without you. So my point was, he said the episode went by too fast, and I think that's just a commentary on the way TV moves these days.
It
Like
was
we
very
saw the
fast.
progression of the 50s to 60s to 70s and how slow the transition went. In
Mhm.
this, it was literally bam, 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 bam. We don't have time to breathe. We got to keep going. And that's the way television, especially when you have a 30-minute segment, because you get what,
I
22
know.
minutes?
This is an
That's the way
this is an
that's the
Aaron
way TV
Sorkin. They be walking and talking real fast the whole time.
this is television these days. And I think that was a
Yep.
commentary on the way television is done these days. Now, I haven't seen Agents of Atlas. I wish there was a show called Agents of Atlas.
I wish.
I haven't seen Agents of Shield since the first half of season 1, so I think it was an hour. Yes, so this was really cool. I caught this too, Dean. I was about to talk about Easter eggs, but save it for the end. So when they were talking about the
Yes.
astronauts, I immediately thought, okay, Fantastic Four.
That'd
This
be
is the
so
first
awesome.
mention, maybe. The other thing I want to know is who is supposed to be his person in hiding. Like, we don't know who that is yet.
Yeah, we don't know who the witness is. We know it's a man because he said he.
So could it be Herb?
Well,
Herb,
see,
maybe. Not
I know
Herb.
they identified Herb already. They'd already identified him as someone. I don't remember his real name, but it's not like Jimmy like made any mention like there's my guy, right? I feel like he
No.
would have, or like there's a
But we
like,
didn't
there
see
has to be a
we
reason.
haven't seen Herb yet. Could it be Herb?
We haven't seen Herb yet. What do you mean? No,
We
he.
haven't
They
No, I'm
identified
sorry.
Herb.
Agnes's husband.
Yeah, Ralph is the only one I'm thinking. Is
Ralph
it
is who I'm
Ralph
talking
is our
about, I'm
missing
sorry, yeah.
person? Is that who it is? Because he's the only one they haven't identified at all. We haven't even seen the guy, so that could be it. But where was I going with that?
Are you advertising for yourself
She's
there, Jenny?
advertising.
I think that's what your name says.
Someone had mentioned earlier about the runtime of the show, and I think that's what most people's major complaints is. Because what I was
22 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it's like 22, almost 30, but not quite. And I think that's why this episode feels a little bit rushed. Also, why I think it feels rushed is because whereas each oh shoot. My husband's calling me. While each
Like, he knows.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
While
it's about to be important.
While each different episode from episode 1 through 3 was 30 minutes long, or respectively, we were cramming all of what happens in those episodes into this one by like the timeline, right? The timeline of those first 3 episodes had to be crammed into this episode to show how they are all reacting to seeing these episodes play out. So I think that's why it feels rushed, because this episode we're cramming all of that in, like even like Geraldine's appearance, everything. It has to be crammed into a 30-minute segment, even though you're only getting bits and pieces of like Darcy saying like, I don't agree why she's always in the kitchen, cooking or whatever the case may be, but they have to cram all it in. So I think that's why it feels rushed, because they have to cram all that first 3 episodes content and the reactions of Darcy and Jimmy and everyone to it within a half an hour segment. In addition to setting up Monica's character and setting up why she's there in the first place and all of that. So that's why it feels rushed. But yeah, I still I kept when I saw it the first time, I said, "There's the Marvel show everyone's gonna know and love. This is what I expect from like Falcon, Winter Soldier, or like Hawkeye when it comes out. Just great quality."
I think we'll definitely get more of that too. It's not.
I think so too.
I don't think it's just this. I think this is just the beginning or a tease of what's to come for sure. It's really cool because now we're using special effects. You're not constricted to the special effects from the timeline, which is what they've been doing so far from the time that these shows came on. So we're back to regular effects that we've seen in the MCU universe,
like her hex magic and things like that. Yeah.
Well, and then also the whole Monica Rambeau coming back from the blip. Just really cool. That was a great effect where she's running through the hospital. That was an awesome first like 5 minutes of this episode, and then slowly you get to see the formation of S.W.O.R.D., how it all got started, and then her part in this, and then how Darcy gets involved, because she's not the only scientist that's there, and then Jimmy Woo, what his role is, because he's still with the FBI, because everybody was assuming that he's with the Agents of Atlas now.
Yeah,
so
he's still the FBI.
It's different. So no, I thought it was a great
clearly
opening.
Both of them did not blip, so that's obvious.
Jimmy Woo and Darcy.
Yeah, Darcy wouldn't be able to become a doctor in astrophysics if she had blipped.
You are correct. You are correct.
Yes.
So, I mean, outside of that, I love this episode. I thought it was great. I
Yes.
thought it was a great change of pace, and I'm ready to go back to that weird world. And I'm ready to make predictions, and I'm ready to talk about. I mean, there really wasn't that many Easter eggs this time because I think it was all laid out, everything we had thought of.
Yeah.
Did you pause it at the whiteboard to see if there's anything?
Oh yeah.
'Cause
So
I did too.
yeah, me too. Okay, so
Do you have a screen grab? Oh, that's a cool screen grab, Amanda.
no, it's my notes about what the hell that is. So, for example, interesting thing they point out: why is the shape of the barrier?
Wait, just a second. This is really cool. Okay, so Dean Winchester saying, guys, it's crazy. This show budget is $225 million, which is more than
That's
the Avengers
insane.
1 movie. That's crazy. Anyway,
That's
go
the
ahead.
kind of money these are making now, or that they can afford to do it. So they mentioned that it's a hexagon shape. So I was like, why is the hexagon? Like I thought, oh, hex powers or whatever. But then I was
Yeah,
like looking
could
up
be.
what like hexagons symbolize and stuff. So
Well, it could also be AIM, too, because that's also their thing.
yes,
Hydra
it's
and
also
AIM.
the aim, but like a hexagon, you know, in traditional, like in symbolism for like in religious and things like that, it's two triangles. The upward one is like the positive male energy and the downward is the negative female energy. So I was thinking like Wandavision kind of thing. So that could have been a reason why.
Mhm.
And you know, I paused it because they said, why is, you know, is Vision alive or dead? I doubt that.
Oh, Tavon! Eagle Fang Karate. Bite like an eagle. Thank you so much for noticing this shirt. I love it. Just came in on Saturday and I'm like, I'm going to break it in. I'm not taking it off this week. So badass. But thank you for noticing. So it's more expensive than Game of Thrones? Really? That first season, I assume, right? Of Game of Thrones?
I would imagine so, yes.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
the CGI
So
and stuff.
we joked a little bit about this, the necrophilia that we may, because she knows her husband is dead.
But he's also a robot.
But she can also manipulate. Well, he's a synthetic being. He's not a robot,
Okay,
right?
well, yeah, but he's still
okay. I don't know. You know, did they ever establish that? Because in the comic books, they always made sure to tell you every time that he's not a robot, he's not an android, he's a synthetic being.
Yeah, they call him a synthezoid. Is because that's what they said
in the movies. They did.
Yeah, in the last episode, she said maybe it'll be half synthezoid.
Okay.
The baby.
So then. Yeah, that so he can die. I mean, he died. So, man.
Yes, so
activated.
It's really crazy if
that shirt made me hit that like button. You better be hitting the like button regardless of the shirt, man. Look at Amanda's shirt. Her shirt's cool too.
Yeah, Comic Tom, I think, is where I got his.
You support Comic? Fuck Comic Tom. You need a near mid condition shirt.
I got my sweatshirt. I'll go put it on quick.
I'm gonna kick your ass out this damn show. Comic Tom, get CGC bullshit. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's the beer talking. Go ahead.
Anyways, why'd you make me lose my train of thought now?
Because that's what I do best.
Keep talking about it.
What I do best. What you want me to talk about it?
Talk about whatever we were going to talk about that I don't remember because you made me lose my.
Man, this is getting awkward. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
How good does Darcy look? Like she looks so smart with her glasses.
Okay. Anyways, the interesting thing about Vision, though, the fact that he could be dead, he could not be dead. Oh, my question is, if he is dead, where did they hide? Where did they have his corpse? How'd she find his corpse? Like it's been 5 years since
we don't know the limitations of her powers.
True. Okay, she could.
We don't. I mean, she literally
bought it from anywhere.
In the comic books, she can create a reality, but because of her chaos magic and hex. So, I mean, we really don't know the limitations of her power, and she may not either. And this could be where she found out, and then we could see where I hope this is going, where she is like, no, I want to keep this reality and screw anybody that wants to take it from me, and goes full fucking crazy, which I both love and hate about the character of Scarlet Witch, because it seems like most writers tend to do that with her. They're like, we don't know what to do with her. We just know she's a crazy bitch. We're gonna make her evil. And really, she's a lot more complicated than that.
Well, that's what gives me hope when we talk about the Spider-Man 3 leaks of what her role in that movie will be. But
oh, that's right, she does appear in there. Okay.
Yes. Which someone had asked about Doctor Strange making a cameo in this TV series. Which
I'm thinking, I still go back to my cameo. If we're talking multiverse, my whole theory, which I've been saying since episode 1 or 2
Yeah.
was, I guess it was episode 2 because the 1 and 2 were back to back, was pulling the Quicksilver from the Fox universe when she's trying to get her brother back.
Someone must have watched the leak
Hey,
footage
that
on YouTube
was
for
long
episode 6.
That was long. Go back to that damn episode. Me and you did.
I know. You.
That's what I said. I wanted to happen. You better stop talking right now.
No,
not
you're
everybody
bringing it up because
I'm gonna drive over there and beat your
Hayden was
ass.
nice enough to say, "Hey, they released a someone leaked a clip of
Hayden, don't be doing that. Do you know this woman?
Evan
It will
Peters
spoil everything for me.
dressed in like the Quicksilver from this universe's outfit. That's what it looks like. But he still has his like blonde hair.
Wait, yeah, chill with that.
Oh,
stuff.
sorry, sorry.
Yeah, I don't talk.
We don't know what it's about.
I was talking about my theory, and my theory is that that's how the whole multiverse things happen. Like,
but it'll still be a long time.
They pull the character from the Fox universe, so that's what I think. I don't know if they'll do it or not, but it'd be really cool. And on top of that, to throw both Quicksilvers in there would be a lot of fun. Just because.
Damn, Jack, I apologize. Good.
Hey, don't ignore Jack like I do. I'm gonna put his ass in timeout if he don't stop. I'm just talking my theory. I don't know.
Your theory.
I don't read spoilers or look at
even
leaks.
if he appears and he is the Quicksilver from the other verse, it's still gonna be we're still looking at phase 5.
No. And I don't even want him as Quicksilver. I'm saying.
Why, you don't like him as Quicksilver?
No,
he wasn't bad.
No.
He's a great actor.
All right, calm your tits. Let me Paul back. I'm saying that I like him as an actor. I'm just saying if we're gonna move with the MCU version of the X-Men, we don't need Quicksilver. We've had 2 Quicksilvers. Give him a break. We got other characters to focus on, and I think that's where they need to put the focus on. They don't need to bring in characters. As much as I love Wolverine, I don't want to see Wolverine for the first phase.
Well, they need Quicksilver because of Wanda right now.
That's the route they go, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, but it makes sense because she's the easiest target. That's the easiest segue point because he's a mutant and then he is her brother, and there you go.
Let's answer to this. Maya. Doesn't Vision come back to life in the comic books a couple times? So in the comic books, he's been dead a few times. I think most recently, the most memorable one is when Wanda went crazy again and created this fake world. During Avengers Disassembled, because Wasp accidentally mentioned that she had kids. Like, I don't know, where this is Brian Michael Bendis. And so she got her husband got ripped in half by She-Hulk. That's how he died. No, he has been brought back since then. So he's died a few times and come back. Just like everybody in comics except for poor Uncle Ben, who will forever stay dead. We used to say Buck the Dead.
Spider-Man.
That didn't.
It's good for Spider-Man. He without his Uncle Ben's death, I don't think he would be Spider-Man.
Yeah, and honestly, and since that storyline, she's redeemed herself and other things have happened. But the real question is, who the hell could replace Jackman's near perfect Wolverine? And that's an excellent freaking question because
Daniel Radcliffe. No, just kidding.
The answer is, I think Amanda and I have talked about this. I don't want a known actor. I want a no name. Give me a no name, because I've said this.
Short, hairy mother effer. That's what he wants.
No. So the thing with Wolverine, to me, he's such an iconic pop culture character that he's almost like, when casting directors are we're looking for a Clint Eastwood type, we're looking for a Danny Trejo type, a Jack Nicholson type, and they find other actors, right? It's almost the route they have to go with Wolverine because he's that iconic that it almost feels like he's a real person. And it could be because I'm such a freaking fanboy, but it doesn't matter. I don't want no damn Tom. Who did I say? I think I said Tom Brady one time and everybody started calling me out. I meant Tom Hardy.
Hardy.
I said, I don't want no Tom Hardy. I don't want Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah. Okay, where did that come from? I'm in the middle of a rant here.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just giving you a taste of your own medicine.
So that's what it feels like. Okay. Okay.
Gosh, that man is so sexy with that beard. Okay, anyways, go on.
Okay. Well, I lost my train of thought because he's that sexy. Thanks. Anyway,
but you want an unknown actor. I understand.
Yes, I want a no name. I want a no name with a 30-year contract.
But you want a when they do the casting call, is it a Hugh Jackman like character?
No.
Okay.
You can't go and cast Like that was the mistake with casting Brandon Routh in Superman Returns because they wanted someone to look like
George
Christopher.
Reeves. Oh, Christopher Reeves. Oh,
No,
God.
George was long ago.
Sorry.
And that was a big mistake with casting Brandon Routh. I love Brandon Routh. I thought it was a good mutant, good movie, but I think they could have. Has wanted to try taking Vision.
Classic Hayden.
Okay,
That's
Hayden.
a great joke. Oh. So, overall,
no,
this is a
not
great
Alf.
episode.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one.
Yeah. And so one thing that this episode, the last episode brought it to light, but this episode really brought it to light. It is clear that even if this is dead Vision, Vision is well aware that this reality is not necessarily real, and he's not. I don't think he's 100% on board with what's going down. The close-ups the close-up shots we get of his face, especially after she said, "I've got everything under control," and she said, "Let's watch some TV." And when the shot lingers on Vision's face, it's one of those like, okay, like I love her. This is what we're gonna do. Like I don't necessarily like if he's sentient enough that he knows, and I think everyone knows there's some kind of prisoner in this reality, and I don't think he necessarily agrees with it, or he's starting to realize this is not all it's cracked up to be. So I think that's going to be a major conflict for Wanda. And if people have seen some of the official promos for the mid-season promos for WandaVision.
I didn't because
okay. Well, Disney released some mid-season promo trailers, and it looks like there's some possible conflict between the two events.
So this is really important, Dean. Amanda looks like
Allie.
Okay, so first of all, Dean, remember the whole Allie with an eye, right?
Oh no!
So remember that, Dean. I'm not calling you out on spelling, but that was one of my crushes, man. I love that woman.
Are you talking about Elizabeth Shue?
Yes, Elizabeth Shue.
Woman looks great.
Now that's a lot better than we were comparing you last week. You deleted. Did you delete my Eric Roberts picture?
Yes, I did. Screw you.
You purposely went in there and deleted my Eric Roberts picture. That's some cold shit, Amanda.
Cold shit, indeed.
All right. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to the next episode.
Me
Hope
too.
everybody else is. I think, like I said, the only Easter egg was really who is the informant or who's in there.
And why haven't they found out information on Agnes is a big deal too. That's a lingering question.
Well, Agnes is, we're led to believe that she is Agatha Harkness, right?
We are, but
who knows?
Yeah, who knows? But and same with Dottie is another one. Ooh, Scotty G.
Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Scott.
Got here late for Amanda's new hairstyle. Thank you. I'm going to keep it this length and this color and the middle part. I love it. It's my new style.
There goes the rest of the episode. That's all we're going to be talking about the rest of the evening.
Ooh, is it? Oh, Renice Richards. Today is your birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Feliz
Seriously.
Cumpleaños. Oh, whoop! I said it wrong already. So feliz.
You said feliz cumpleaños. That's good.
It's cumpleaños feliz. Yeah, right?
No, what are you doing? Okay, you need God, stop. You're insulting my language.
Okay.
And I don't have a claim for that, but
okay. So happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
I hope this episode has lived up to your birthday expectations.
I hope so, because you're spending it here with us instead of going out with your friends. But you really can't go out anywhere.
Can't go anywhere. And it's a Wednesday night, and who does that during COVID?
Yeah, nobody does that. So happy birthday. Thank you for joining us. And thank you, everybody, for joining us. And don't forget to hit that like button.
Yes.
Because we're not done yet. We got a lot to talk about. Amanda's got this. I don't know how far she's going to make it.
We're separating our WandaVision reviews from the rest of the shows because there's just so much to talk about, guys.
There's
I was still writing notes and writing things to add in there up until probably 7:00 tonight. Before we.
Wait, where's your kid?
She's downstairs watching.
Man, she's being good.
Yes, okay, she is.
Oh, your sister wants you to dye.
I like my hair blonde.
Not dye, to dye her hair.
Oh, I know, but it's saying okay. So. Before we get into the news, we did want to talk about, so you guys know last week we had a poll on who you think would win.
Yeah.
This is me transitioning, guys, so follow along. I get kind of crazy sometimes when I drink some of this Pilsner. So we did a poll on who would win, Godzilla or Kong, in an epic matchup in honor of the trailer that was released last week for Godzilla versus Kong.
Oh, wait. Amanda speaks Spanish. And look at your little sister. She's got your back. In all caps, she's yelling at Cruz.
Yes,
she does.
Not as well as Omar. Mine is all academic because I double majored in English and Spanish in college.
I double majored in comics and computer science. So there.
Wait.
Can you buy me a
gift?
A gift or a cake? A cake. You want a cake? You want a cake?
A cake? I can make you a cake.
Oh my
I'm really good at baking.
I don't have. All right, this is as close to cake as we got. That is, sir.
Stop.
That's all I got. I couldn't find anything. Joe, thank you so much, brother. I love this shirt too, man. As soon as I saw the episode, I was like, I gotta get that shirt, and I found it on pre-order through their website. What is a guy?
It's a gift,
Jenny,
guys.
get with your people.
All right. So let's.
Gosh, I forgot. See, this is why I should be in control of the board.
Okay, this is the poll results. So
Amanda puts the weirdest pictures.
The first image is the main poll because when we asked you guys gave us a slew of answers, and I couldn't snip it all on one screen. So the first one, as far as who would win, so Godzilla pretty much came out on top with 32%, Kong at 22%. But look at the other and 39% other. So you guys kill bastards. Me. So here's the other, the 39%. What does that make up?
Bastard.
Most of the results are Alf. Alf actually beats out Kong. So you guys think that Alf would win the fight against Godzilla.
Amanda can't even talk. She's over there laughing. Like
Batman, a different Alf. So even if you think about there's several more Alfs just were like not, written correctly.
Somebody wrote Tom Holland.
Yeah, someone.
Was that you?
It wasn't me. But I want to know who wrote the construction industry. That's what I want, because that's a genius answer. So if anyone wrote that, can you please raise your hand in the chat? Or if you aren't watching this live, put it in the comments on the comment section below after this show airs, because I just want to applaud you for that for that very clever answer. The construction industry.
Wait a minute. Wait, Amanda, you're not even highlighting the best answers.
Which ones? Meathead?
Mighty Omar.
COVID would win, though, guys.
You stop getting demonetized, please. Mighty Omar, thank you so much for all those adjectives. I really appreciate that. They do build me up because my co-host does a good job of tearing me down. Kong and Godzilla will end up teaming up and fighting Mechagodzilla. Oh my god. Yes. Blank. Somebody left it like somebody didn't even want to humor us with their answer. Like, these fools.
Like, nah, just answer. Other. I don't have a good answer.
All right, we need a palate cleanser. We need a palate. Yes, palate cleanser. Maya. Maya.
So thank you guys so much for participating in that poll. We actually have another poll coming up very shortly.
Yeah,
in this episode. So stay tuned for that because they're really fun to do, and maybe polls will lead into trivia questions, which lead into like some prizes for like maybe some of like Omar's comics. I don't know.
See, this is the part that I hate about
you. Spitballing some suggestions out here on the fly.
I don't mind you running this by me first. You just gotta run it by a brother first.
I figure if I run it by you on air, you're less likely to say no, which gives the people what they want. Am I right, everyone?
I give
Free lot of comic books from Omar. Come on, guys.
I give a lot of stuff away.
You do
some scenes for the Spider-Man 3 sets in the desert. So Kraven the Hunter, maybe coming. Tom Holland teases big things coming up. Tom Holland always teases. Probably one of Wanda and Doctor Strange will come as well.
All right, Dean, thank you for that segue because that's the next thing we wanted to talk about.
Are we still playing bingo?
Yeah, are we? We should play bingo the next time. It was fun. So, hold on, Lyndon. So our next thing we want to kind of segue into, so thank you, Dean, for that, is the Spider-Man 3 leaks from 4chan. So
now, none of this is 100%
accurate.
I mean, that word.
4chan has done this before with Endgame and things like that. But there have been some leaks about what the title of Spider-Man 3 is, or as well as what the general plot is. Some of the villains, or the main villain for this for this movie, as well as how much screen time certain people are going to be getting. I don't know how much I want to get into it because I know people are not into getting those to talk about leaks and spoilers. But
Tavon, you don't have to leave. We don't have to talk about spoilers.
We don't have to talk about it,
honestly,
but it is out there.
We don't know if
it's true or not.
Any of it is true.
But I'll give you this. 4chan, when those leaks happen, they usually are about 90%.
90%? You're making
the Endgame one was very, very accurate. I remember seeing the Endgame when I read it beforehand, then saw the movie theaters, and I said, holy crap. For the most part, he got it all right.
So what's the supposed title? Let's start with that. Is it like Homeworld?
We want Homeworld.
Homeworlds?
Yes, we'll leave it at that. That's what
really?
It is. Honestly, guys, it's not much. If you've all been paying attention to all of the hype of, we know officially that Jamie Foxx has been casted in it. We know officially that Alfred Molina. These are not leaks. This is major casting news. In fact, just this past week, Zendaya was on something doing an interview, interviewing actors with Carey Mulligan, I think, and she was talking about. No, Martin. No.
Oh, we're gonna get there, Martin.
No, we won't.
We're gonna get there, Martin. Don't worry.
So we already know she talked about how nice of a guy Alfred Molina is. She's never worked with a man ever until this movie. So all that stuff is not really leakage. So we'll talk about that stuff. So based on that alone, when you hear the title, you kind of already get an idea of what.
Well, here's the thing, though. I mean, they literally could be psyching people out, is what I've always said. Saying that, okay, they're casting.
Zendaya is that good at like?
No. Okay. Hear me out. This goes back to my theory of like, sure, they casted Jamie Foxx, sure, they casted Alfred Molina, but what if they're like hot dog vendors, or what if they're like taxi cab driver, and that's it?
I would love it.
Dude. Do you know how many fans would be so upset? They would be like, what? This is what Jamie Foxx.
What a waste of a character!
Right. It's just like they just happen to cast all these people that have previously appeared in Spider-Man, but in different roles, and that would be ridiculous and a waste of actors. But I don't know.
Actors who probably would require some money to do that.
But we do know the title already of Doctor Strange, which is happening after Spider-Man 3. Is that correct?
Yes, Multiverse of Madness. Then Ipsy says, speaking of Spider-Man 3, I hear possibly Charlie Cox Daredevil.
So that's another thing that I've heard too.
That's another thing I've heard too that might possibly be in this leak. So, but not. Anyways, so yes, there's a lot of rumors. We know for sure that Doctor Strange is going to be in it. We know for sure that some of the villains from previous Spider-Man movies from the Sony universe will be appearing in it just because of the casting news. So you can kind of make your deductions based on that about what the leak is. Pretty much the leak, a lot of it is people, it's a really good deduction, and someone, if it is, it's a really good deduction of someone who can deduce what we know so far about the movie, what we know so far about the MCU and its next phase, and then putting it into a really nice, coherent script. So if that's the case, I'm not going to show you what it is. If you want, you can look it up yourself and then get back to me on it and give me your thoughts. Because I did read the entire leak because I am an awful person.
And then she said,
and I don't care. Nothing is ruined for me. I will still be shocked and surprised. I will still freak out in the theater, just like I did in Endgame.
Oh, dude, I remember when we saw Endgame, like the portals opening up, Doctor Strange portals opening up, like you had seen that already because you saw
that leaked footage, and
you were still like crying, like, oh my god, I didn't see that coming, and I was like,
means so much. I love it.
So what else we got to talk about?
All right, so segue 2. So this is kind of a little bit of a segue out of comic books for a second, but everyone knows they just released the cast for the new Sandman TV show. Omar, you want to pull that up?
What do you mean out of comic books? That's exactly comic books.
I mean superheroes, so I should have superheroes is what I meant.
Vertigo.
So already we have a great cast lined up.
Wait, I left that up there. Hold on a second.
Leave that. I can't see.
Where's my Spy Aunt May story? Oh, I'd like to see all 3 Aunt Mays team up.
That would be a very interesting.
Lisa Tomei, and who's the old lady in the? Is she still alive?
Rosemary. No, it's not Rosemary Clooney.
Nope, not Rosemary Clooney.
That's Rosemary, I think, is her name.
All right, so here is the cast of Sandman. that guy that they casted as Dream, holy crap, that looks like a young Neil Gaiman, and it looks like
Yeah.
Morpheus.
So he
It looks like
does.
him.
And he's been in a couple of period pieces on like BBC and stuff. So nothing at first I thought he was the guy from the Beatles movie, or the movie where they did the Beatles songs, but it's not him. But he's looks like he'd be fantastic. I love Gwendolyn Christie as Lucifer. I think there's a great casting.
So here's the thing with
kind of look. Go ahead.
I'm not knocking on her.
Mm-hmm.
I love her, Brienne of Tarth.
Yes.
But does she have that range to play this almost whimsical character that
I think she does.
Because I mean, Lucifer, and it's really weird that they went with her because so two things. Yes. As soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, well, I guess, if you can't get David Bowie, you might get the Wish version of David Bowie. And the second thing is, we already have a Lucifer cat, like the guy that plays Lucifer. That is the Lucifer from Sandman. So I found it interesting that they went with this version. Of course, he can change the way that he looks and stuff, or she, or they. I don't know. I'm really confused.
It reminds me of when they casted Tilda Swinton as Gabriel in Constantine, which still I think was great. But I think I've seen Gwendolyn Christie in the way, just as a person, the way she interacts, and she's like in the way she talks and things like that. I think she can bring a whimsy if she needs to. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm here for it. I know she's not Brianna Tarth. What?
Nothing. Hold on. But I don't, like I said, I'm not knocking on her or anything. I just don't know if she has that range to play these characters, but we'll see. Now who's this lady that's playing Lucine? Because Lucian, he was the librarian. So they're doing a what is that called? A gender swap? Is that what the kids
gender
are calling
swap?
it?
Yeah.
Gender swap.
They're gender bending the role.
Okay.
She's another
gender bending. Thank you.
Gender bending. She's fairly unknown. She hasn't been besides Gwendolyn Christie and then Charles Dance, Lannister. They're pretty much several not very well known actors, which is I say they're not. They didn't hire an Angelina Jolie for any of the roles, is what I'm saying. So even Boyd Holbrook Boyd Holbrook was in Logan, right? But that was pretty much.
He's from Lexington, Kentucky. Represent.
Giving away
I knew that you didn't know.
No, I didn't know that.
Okay.
But he looks like a good old Kentucky boy, so that kind of makes sense.
Hey, would you guys do an new reader, old reader? We did
one.
We did the first Absolute. Yeah, I can ask Maddie. We did. And I'm taking a break from it right now, and so does Amanda. But
yeah,
we may go back
on this show.
Then we have our Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel are the two characters that are kind of like the same characters that they used in what was that show that you really like, Sabrina, where they're always killing each other?
Yes.
Or actually, where Cain is always killing Abel.
Yes.
And honestly, this kind of works with some makeup and stuff. Sure. Now, the Corinthian is one of the greatest characters in Sandman, and that dude can pull off creepy. So I have faith in that. Like I said, the only one I'm really not
in Logan. Yeah.
I'm really not familiar with is the lady that's playing Lucian, and then the guy that's playing Dream. I don't.
Like I said, the guy for
Dream is kind of boring, so he's not it's gonna take a lot to play that kind of character.
Like I said, the guy who's playing Dream hasn't been in anything that you would really maybe you would be familiar with some of the stuff that he's been in. I think he was in Far From the Madding Crowd. Velvet. The thing I would know from is Velvet Buzzsaw, that really weird movie on Netflix with Jake Gyllenhaal when he's like an art curator, and it's like a creepy thriller type of weird dark comedy thing. He plays like an assistant or something, I think, in that. So that if you watch that movie, you might know who he is. No, not at all. No. Anyone familiar with him? But he was in so if you watch The Hollow Crown, which is a miniseries that Tom Hiddleston was in, playing.
I'm familiar with that name.
He played Richard III, I believe. And he's also in Effie Gray, if anyone had ever watched that TV series with what's that girl's name? Not Dakota Fanning.
Kat Dennings?
Nope.
Did
Young
someone
girl.
say Kat Dennings?
Nope. But since you said it, you're gonna
Acting.
use it anyways.
Oh yeah, look at that. Acting.
So this is a perfect role. Like they picked someone with.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
What?
Put Jack's ass in timeout.
Did you really? What did he say?
I put it up there. Oh man, I'm just messing with him. I hope he comes back. I like that kid.
Blocked him.
He's fine. Yeah, no, I didn't block him. I put him in timeout.
Okay, so Vivian. So the biggest, the only thing I would recognize her from is that Witches movie we watched on HBO Max. The one, the re.
Oh yeah.
The
the remake of the classic.
Yeah, that's the only thing I would recognize her from. So again, Mr. I like a relatively unknown actor. I think you got that.
Is that my name, Mr. I like a relatively unknown actor? Huh.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Oh
No. You can cross me. I like that kid.
Yes.
I just wanted to mess around with him.
Meownan said, I imagine Cain and Abel with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, which would be good. They would be fantastic, Cain and Abel.
That would have been good. So. I think they might have to spend some more money on that, though. Just a little more.
Yeah, Hayden said, I have no hopes for the show purely because Netflix will cancel it after having.
Well, don't do that, man. We still got Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai season 3.
They bought that thing. Yeah.
Cobra Kai season 4.
It's Netflix is very strange on where they decide to put their money, because they move shows that end up in the top 10 trending, and then they go and cancel them. It just makes no sense. Like Glow is a great example.
Oh, that broke my heart.
Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, I understood
on the pandemic.
They blamed it on, which is unfair.
Did you see the controversy with the girl that was talking about the racism that was going on behind the scenes? So they were they literally put a stop to it before she went public with it. So a lot of people are claiming that's what happened. But then Anne with a knee broke my heart, man.
Beautiful I love that show. I know. And I know they kind of got that from Canadian Broadcasting Company and stuff. They kind of, purchase it off of them to distribute. But
Jesse, I think Daredevil might be saved, man. If rumors are true about Spider-Man 3, he might be saved, brother.
Yeah. Oh yes, Gideon.
Oh, dude.
Yes, they canceled Dark Crystal. We were mad too because
mad about
that was a fantastic show, and I wanted to see it. I'm never going to see the next.
My man, I wish I could super chat you. I wish I could send you money. I'm not blocking people. I just put him in time. I didn't block him. Let me go check, make sure I didn't.
No, you blocked him for 5 minutes.
He'll be fine. He's gonna go tell his mom. Mom, can I get on your account? I hate this guy. He's keeping me away from my girlfriend.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and so fun note about this Sandman thing, because Alan Heinberg is the showrunner, and he was the writer on Wonder Woman, the 2017 one, not the current one, that 84. He's also been a producer and writer on a lot of shows that I love, like Scandal, Party of Five, and also The OC. That's right. I just found a way to sneak Seth Cohen into this chat, and I was super excited by that fact. Thank you, Alan Heinberg, for being a producer / writer for The OC for several seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whatever.
Darcy agrees. That's all I was doing. And coming from a comic book perspective, Alan Heinberg had written some good comic books. He wrote Wonder Woman, and he wrote Young Avengers. And in a way, this segues us into our next thing we're going to be talking about. He created Kate Bishop.
Yep.
And that is Hawkeye. And that's what we're talking about again, is Hawkeye, the TV show.
Yeah. So, in case you guys haven't seen it, they've already released an episode promo or a trailer, kind of like teaser trailer that shows some action scenes, kind of shows you a little bit of the plot of Hawkeye as well. And we get our first kind of scenes of seeing Haley Steinfeld, love her, in Dickinson.
And this is going to show my age, but she reminds me of, have you ever seen the movie Just One of the Guys? It's from 1985. Funny enough, it has what's his name, Johnny.
The one that Amanda Bynes they redid, and she's the man.
I don't know about that, but yes,
it is.
Have you seen the original one?
Yes, I've seen the
Okay,
original.
so she reminds me of the girl that plays the lead in that movie.
Yes. I can see that. I see that a
Yeah,
lot.
I love that girl, man. Everything
We
she's
go
been in,
there.
like
Man,
Bumblebee. Yeah, that's all. That's all I wanted you to do was agree with me once. What was it? What was the other thing that she kind? Oh, um, damn it, True Grit. She was awesome in True Grit.
yes. She was
The
great in Pitch
remake.
Perfect sequels.
Sure, yeah.
But no, she's fantastic in Dickinson on Apple TV Plus. If you guys haven't seen her in that, she plays Emily Dickinson.
Started watching that with you.
I
I
love
forgot I
that
don't have
show.
Apple
It's a great
Plus.
show.
So.
Yeah, but it's wonderful. Wait, quick.
Yeah,
We'll go back to this.
wait a minute. Jack's back.
Thank
Jack,
you, Jack.
I'm glad you're back, buddy.
Okay, so it's annoying that they tell people on these shows that they're renewed, so they leave things open and they get canceled. That's what happened to Sabrina Dark
Yeah.
Crystal, and it sucks. But Sabrina, honestly, after that last season, it was time for that to go.
But the thing with
not a-
Sabrina is that it got more than like 3 seasons. It got like specials.
Or
Dark
yeah,
Crystal
it got
literally
the holiday special. Yeah.
Dark Crystal literally got 1 season and then bam, they dropped it. That sucks, man.
Yeah, Jesse Christian said, "I am so ready to actually care about Hawkeye." So are a lot of people. I think this is going to be a really
Shane
cool...
Renner's so boring.
Yes, and I think that by adding Haley Steinfeld, Kate Bishop, it's going to add a new dynamic, make Hawkeye a little more interesting. And because I was trying to think, how can Renner, a whole TV series of Hawkeye, his character himself, they try to make him interesting, all trying to make him a family. They try to make him interesting by making him Ronin and Endgame. But at the end of the day, this is where I think it's real. Like, just seeing that small interaction of him with his family, where he's teaching his little girl how to shoot the bow and arrow. I kept thinking, this kind of team up, this is where, if he has someone to play off of like that, then this TV show is going to work. And Haley Steinfeld has all kinds of personality. So, I mean, she was heart and soul of Bumblebee. I don't know if anyone saw that.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I like that movie.
The heart and soul of
she brought a lot
to the heart and soul of Bumblebee.
Okay, but you need human. Okay, fine.
You do not.
Her relationship with Bumblebee was better than Sam Witwicky's. What do you want me to say?
Forget Shia LaBeouf. That's Shia LaBeouf. Really quick. I had a point to make, but then you broke my heart when you said she was heart and soul.
Bearded Nerd Nation, thank you for
there goes my thought.
Have you thought about doing a video on upcoming Kickstarters you're interested in, maybe monthly release on what to keep an eye out for? So you're talking about like Kickstarters for like comic book related things that we...
Yeah. I honestly, the way I keep up with a lot of those is looking at the on Kickstarter to see what's available. I've done a lot of the manga that's been translated to America, and I've done a lot of like the independent stuff that catches my eye. You know what's really difficult, this is a really good question, is what I would love to do is like spotlight Kickstarters of people that don't get that much of a spotlight. Because for that, you have to promote yourself. You have to have money. You got to go to conventions.
Yeah.
There's no conventions. So how do you do it? You go on goofy shows, podcasts and shows like this, and they're like, hey, this is my book. So maybe I may do something like that, like unknown Kickstarters that really need our help, or really cool looking ideas that really need our help getting kickstarted. I think that would be a good way to do it. Thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. Jack, are you still going on about this? Let it go, man. You know I love you. You're like a little kid that doesn't mind.
She really wanted to come in.
Your dog?
No, Lyndon, my daughter. See, there she is.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Lyndon. Bye, Lyndon.
Like my whole fam.
Hi.
Cool guy. All right.
Cool guy.
What else we talking about?
Yeah, so in the same vein, they just announced this week too that Ryan Coogler is going to be spearheading a Wakanda Disney Plus series.
That's interesting.
In Wakanda. That'll be interesting. I'll be interested to see how it relates to the Black Panther movie, which is a lot of it's unknown. We know for sure that Kevin Feige said they will not be recasting Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa. So there's a different avenues they can go. They can do a, legacy thing where Shuri becomes the next Black Panther. Mm-hmm. Somehow they can bring back Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger and maybe turn him into some type of a, redeeming character, anti-hero kind of thing. We'll see what happens.
I've heard rumors about that, how they want Killmonger back.
My thing is, I think the Wakanda series, because Denai Guerrera, who played Michonne and already has experience working on television, I can see it being like maybe a series kind of focused on Wakanda's inner workings and maybe her team like kind of being like a spearheading, like being the center point maybe of that. Because like Tina Nwungo is not going to be, I don't see her coming back.
To Oscar, right?
Yeah, she's Oscar. Yeah, I don't see her coming back to do that, to do a TV series. So again, they're only going to probably 9 episodes, so I guess
maybe this is why I want no names, because they don't get too good for that stuff. They know what.
Denai Guerrera could do it because she's already like the TV experience. People are familiar with her. At this point, Paul Bettany, I never thought he would do a TV show, and look at him on WandaVision. So,
dude, for real though, like I know Chadwick passed away. He was a great actor, but all the ladies stole the show in Black Panther.
Agreed, except for this guy.
Black Panther, who's
M'Baku.
Oh yeah, he was great. The ladies were better than him. I love the ladies in that movie more than any of the guys. The guys were boring and one-dimensional.
Not M'Baku. No. Oh my God, he was for me.
He wasn't one-dimensional.
Okay, a little bit, but he was one of my favorite characters. Oh my gosh,
he was great. Don't get me wrong.
Yes, Winston Duke is great. Oh, I love him.
But
hey, Lyndon, you want to say hi to Maya? Yeah, come here. Maya's in our chat. You can't see her, but you can say hi to her in my thing. Come here.
Maya, you better super chat. You better super chat her. Don't. I'm just kidding.
Can't see her, honey. See, this is her. Oh, that's not her. That's Arya.
Arya saying,
yes.
Yes.
I agree with that. They're talking about Ironheart, hoping that they'll like her when she gets her own show. Here, Lyndon. There's Maya. Okay. Anyways,
she's done. She's like, I don't care anymore.
It's just her. You can't see her, honey.
Yeah,
but
you can't see her.
Yeah, okay, but M'Baku's TV series would be a really cool thing to have too.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. And it's like a 5-year contract, not with him, but his company, right? So it doesn't mean that he himself is making these shows, but his company is going to be behind a lot of it.
Yeah, I mean, same with when they said that the Russo brothers were executive producing Deadly Class. They weren't actually doing much with it.
That's another one that broke my heart. Oh, yeah, you and I both reviewed that first episode, man.
That's the worst. God.
Yeah, you and I had a lot of fun with that one.
Like everyone, but Sci-Fi Channel is worse than Netflix. They cancel everything.
Yeah, they canceled it. Well, it can't be as bad as like Swamp Thing when Swamp Thing got canceled.
Yeah, but that DC rough. Universe is like, now with HBO, it's dead in the water. So that they were signing their own death warrant by creating their own streaming service.
You think the DC universe? What about like Stargirl? I heard that got a second season.
Yeah, but that's on CW, and it's on so it's. I mean, well, it's on also CW. It's just like Marvel's not going to create their own streaming app because not everyone's going to go for Marvel content, right? I mean, you need a bigger collection. You need to pay $7 a month. You need a big, like Disney. It's only $7 a month. If I had to do $7 a month between the DC universe for a few animated DC shows, lots of comics. And
we're rumored to get Green Lantern shows, right? We're rumored to get Green Lantern TV shows. We're rumored to get Gotham-based TV shows. What I like, but I don't know if any of that is ever going to come about. And
maybe on Max now.
Ipsy's asking. Yes, actually, we talked about that. Might be jumping the gun, but did you guys see the Thor picks? This is why we were going to start a different segment on Wednesdays to talk about things like this, and then focus on WandaVision on Friday nights. Because we were both like, oh yeah, he kind of looks like Thunderstrike.
Yeah, he does.
Eric Masterson from the comic books. So
exactly.
What? That can't be true. $7 a month in the US. It's $100 a month in Canada. Stop.
DC Universe is it $100 a month?
No,
I don't know I remember it was $7 a month. After 3 months I got rid of it.
Yeah. So this is what Amanda told me about this show. The Hawkeye show he's the showrunner, right?
Yes, he's
the guy that did Mad Men.
Yeah, directed it.
Loved it.
His name is, I wrote it down on our chat that you and I had. So hold on a second. After we talked about the Golden Globes. Oh boy.
Okay, here we go. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Alan Heinberg and
Jonathan Igla. He also wrote. This is what we're talking about. It's called Pitched. It was a drama that's only on for one season on Fox that I loved, about the first female baseball player in the NBL. But of course, it got canceled.
That I wanted to see. That sounds awesome. That sounds like something I would have been mad that they canceled. So everybody that's talking about Hawkeye being boring and stuff, like Jeremy Renner, right?
Yes.
I think that's the way I felt about it. And the best description of that was the Saturday Night Live skit when he was like, well, I'm all out of arrow, guys.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take off. And they're like, what do you mean you're out of arrows? We still need help. And he's like, yeah, but I'm out of arrows, so.
Yeah, I can't do
You
anything.
guys are okay, right? That's really Hawkeye. He ran out of trick arrows. Phil Owens, I can't highlight your comment because it's a big spoiler, but I read that issue, and all I have to say is, come on, Jason Aaron, really? We don't need retcons to move story forwards. That's all I will say about that.
What are you reading?
We don't even have a DC universe in the UK yet.
Well, you're not going to get one.
Really?
Well, I mean, they'll get the
comic app.
The comic app. It'll be repurposed as just like we have Marvel Unlimited. It'll just be the comics. It's soon.
Okay, but do they have HBO now over there in the UK?
Do they?
As far
as I know, I don't think they have it ever. I think they have HBO Max in the UK, but not everywhere.
Huh.
I could be wrong though. I know it's not everywhere.
Okay, that is a good quote. I gotta give him that. You walk out that door, you're an Avenger. My favorite quote. Actually, that's Joss Whedon. He was really good with.
Yeah, he's really good at writing dialogue. So Hayden said they don't have HBO anything in UK. So no, they don't.
Did you watch How did you watch Wonder Woman, Hayden? You had to go to the theater to watch it, or
did you watch Wonder Woman? That's a better question.
That's a better question. You watch Wonder Woman 84.
Like just because
if you watched it free, that you still want your money back.
Do you still want your money back? I slept through it, so I could. Yeah,
I fell asleep through.
Everyone kept asking to review, and I was like, I would have to rewatch it because I fell asleep during Wonder Woman 84. So my review would be half-hearted at best.
Oh, thank you so much, Mike Petro.
Yes,
he couldn't sleep, so he came here. Thank you so much.
What a great place to come. I hope we're entertaining you.
Great. You're just waking up, and we're drinking. You can buy it digitally. Okay.
Yeah.
Did Maddie like it?
I don't think
she...
I don't know if she didn't come across like she was a big fan of it.
It's really difficult when you're fangirling or fanboying over things, like you have to justify, well, you see
what I did with Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2, I had to justify liking it so much.
Such a bad movie.
Because I love Spider-Man so
much. Gideon, trying to sneak one in on me. I do have an announcement of an upcoming omnibus, but it has to do with our...
Are you doing it on this show right now?
Web Slinger. I'm not doing it now. That's a Marvel. I got to do that when Marvel says to do it. So
Zip-ellipses.
Zip-ellipses, yes. So the big thing we're going to be talking about now, though, see, this is why y'all come to the show, because I like to spoil things a little bit ahead of time. Zack Snyder's Justice. You couldn't even do the man justice. You couldn't get the full picture. It's literally like Zack Snyder. Like, what, Amanda? You got one job. That movie that 4-hour thing means so little to you.
Oh my god, this is true though. But anyways.
Okay, so
wait a minute. Carly, I think she means David
Gabriel. I love when they call him Peter Gabriel.
And Peter Gabriel in the chat.
I'm a big fan of Genesis, so I take Peter Gabriel all day, every day. And I love Sledgehammer.
Your eyes, the light, the heat, your eyes are incomplete.
This is why we made a combo. I hope. All right. So what were we talking about?
Churches.
Stacked.
I'm gonna go listen to. So we now know Zack Snyder's Justice League coming out.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Leo,
you're only we only have 10 minutes left, and you finally made it.
You got school tomorrow. What are you doing here, man? All right. How do we feel about Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League? Can I go first?
Okay, so just so you guys know, March 18th. Originally, they said it was going to be 4-hour-long episodes. Now we know it is a 4-hour movie. Zack Snyder mayhem for 4 hours straight. That's all it's going to be.
We're going to see Spectre like choking all the dogs and the cats.
I know. We're going to see stuff like, where is all my stuff? Where'd it all go? Hey, we're going to see some stuff, guys. It is what it is. We're going to see some Dark Side, probably, apparently, according to what they're saying. We're going to see March of the Manhunter, because Zack Snyder's been posting pictures on his Twitter account. I recommend everyone follow it if you want to know what's happening with the Zack Snyder cut.
What else are we going to see?
No, that's all I was gonna say. Wonder Woman. We're gonna see some different images of her. We're gonna see, I don't know, better dialogue. Maybe I don't know what we're gonna see.
Better
More
dialogue.
action. Okay.
Better dialogue. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Aria wants to know if
One for the ladies. One for the ladies. I do not discriminate on this show. Or the dudes that are into dudes.
No, we're not playing with that right now. Stop. Lyndon, I'm trying to do a show.
You know, people
Sorry.
really hated like Justice League. Like they hated that movie. I went to see it and I was like, "Oh, this isn't as bad as I thought."
Okay.
Honestly, it was more entertaining than some of the other DC movies you and I have done for Was It Really That Bad? Which we might bring back, by the way, when we get to the summer or blockbuster. We had some ideas, but we'll talk about them.
We got some ideas.
And I'm actually excited because this doesn't make any sense. It's not like they're going to build on this, right? There's no way they can build on this 4-hour cut. There's nothing that there won't be anything after this. It's not like his career's going to, because he himself said he's done with superhero movies, right?
Yeah, he has.
So he's moved on. I guess this is just a paycheck for him.
Yeah,
People
I mean,
really hate Justice League. They really hate Zack Snyder, and I've heard a lot of it too. Let me see. We're gonna see him make Leto look more like Ledger, and Phoenix because him look like successful versions will make him less of a creep who can't act. Jared Leto, dude, have you seen Dallas Buyers Club?
Yeah,
he was excellent in that.
Good. Have you seen him as the lead singer of
30 Seconds to Mars? Have you seen it?
30 Seconds to Mars.
Yeah, that's exactly where Amanda's going.
Come take me back.
JL versus BVS. Yeah, I agree with that.
I like JL better than Batman versus Superman. So
Hey guys,
that's
have
interesting.
you seen the Nevers teaser? I have not.
I have not either.
Is Zach doing rom? He's
That
doing awesome.
starts next week, Michael. Starts next week.
I just remember, like, I love 300. 300 was like the manliest movie I'd ever seen in a long time. It was so
also
super
like,
manly.
wasn't that manly? It was like, yeah, at the same time, those abs, man.
I'm sorry. Was it that manly?
I guess it was.
Yes, it was that manly. Those dudes were ripped. Granted, some of it was computer graphics, but whatever. Those guys still had to work out. And I love the slow motion, like the slow motion takes. It was great.
Yeah.
And I didn't mind Watchmen that much. I think I'm the only person in this world that likes Sucker Punch.
Yeah, I did not like Sucker Punch at all.
But for some reason, when it came to Batman versus Superman, it was just a mess to me.
It wasn't. Well, to a lot of people, it wasn't just you. It was a mess to a lot of people.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Sucker Punch. I still stand by that.
Yeah, Hayden mentioned they're just reproducing a really expensive fanfic, and
the birthday girl do not get no gift. Okay. What kind of gift you want?
What kind of gift do you want?
I don't
produce it.
Okay.
Is it this gift? Wait, I think it's
this one here.
No, this one.
Gosh damn it, Amanda. Okay, now she's gonna leave a dislike. I got you. Hold on a second here. Let's see. What's a good? I got.
Oh, I know what gift it is. It's this one.
Yeah. I hope you like.
I have
really
a very strange taste in men. Oh no, it's this gift.
Yes, there you go. Happy birthday. That's
Happy birthday. And I hope, if the rumors are true, that is the Spider-Man Tobey Maguire that just shows
and
up.
just for Hayden. There we go. And that's happy birthday. I'm sorry. Yeah. I let me find a birthday gift for you. And then Amanda, take the show over.
Okay. Yeah. So the Zack Snyder cut. So, what we want to do with you guys with the Zack Snyder cut quickly is knowing that it is going to be a 4-hour movie. We want to find out how many bathroom breaks y'all are going to take. So. Yeah, Omar, almost forgot. This is the poll we're doing. So if you are in the chat, I'm going to put a link in the chat. Please go to it do a poll. If you are watching this not live, we're going to be posting the poll link on our social media pages tomorrow, as well as, which is the 4th or Thursday.
Not the 20th.
And also on our YouTube community page, so you can vote too. And then just like our King Kong and Godzilla poll, we'll release the final results next week on our show next Wednesday. So let me go ahead and put that in the chat if I saved it correctly. So if you go to that link right there, you can vote. So we want to know, are you going to sit through a full 4 hours of Zack Snyder's Justice League without taking a piss
And
at all?
if you guys write Alf, I'm done.
There
You guys
is no
write in Alf. Amanda slaved all day to make that happen.
That's right. That's right. I did. I was so excited about it. So go there to that poll and go ahead and vote for it.
Yes? Go
I'm
to
already
that
looking
poll.
at it. So
Okay, she's looking at the
go
poll.
ahead and vote.
You can
So, like,
share the
just-
screen if you want to. I cannot
I
find
am.
a birthday GIF. I'm so
just
sorry.
deleting
Oh,
some of
she's
my
saying
other.
the link doesn't work. The page doesn't
Okay,
exist.
let me send the link again.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Share
Are we doing a meet cute? I thought it was a meet cute. Am I been saying it wrong the whole time?
It's a meet cute. Okay, try that link.
So it is
Try
a meet
that.
cute,
Where'd
right?
it go? Try that link. Did it go back?
Where are you putting the link?
In the chat. Try the link again.
I don't see the link. All right, the link says how many bathroom breaks. I thought you were going to say we're going to do this together. We're going to do a Discord and watch all 4 hours of Justice League together.
If that doesn't work, guys. Okay, yes,
yeah,
it works.
That works.
Here's another one. Okay, that works. Okay,
It
so let me go ahead and share the screen right now.
Page doesn't work. You had one job, Amanda.
What job?
That's why I don't yell at her. I don't yell at her. She yells at me.
All right. Whoa, people are on it like Donkey Kong already. Okay.
It's not even a saying. What are you doing? People are on it like Donkey Kong.
Share Chrome tab. Is it this one? Nope. It's not that one. Hold on. It is the other one. But that's what it looks like.
Okay. No. Go to the results.
That's what I'm doing. Okay, that's what
Right, she's going to the results.
Can you see it now?
Okay.
So
can we see the results? Let's see.
so far, 25% of you are saying that you will not
you 4 hours
at all.
You don't have a small bladder. Good for you.
17% of you say you're going to go as many times as it takes Aquaman to bro out, which I appreciate.
I don't even know what that means.
And it looks like some people are not even going to be watching, which is
8%
interesting.
of the people. Yeah.
And 8% of people said Jack versus Omar, which I don't know how that works into this poll.
I don't even know what you want to do there, Jack. Are we doing Batman versus Superman? What are we doing? Is your mom's name Martha? Because mine is not. If your mom's name is Teresa, then we got issues.
Yes, we do.
Then we got a plot. But yeah, we'll be showing this again. Is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah. So we'll be posting this up. Oh wow. Other.
Go down to other. Go down to other. Looks like. Yes. Mighty Omar's back, baby.
I love going to read the Wikipedia synopsis in the bathroom. Depends on how much Alf drinks. But just 1 4-hour bathroom break. Anytime you people give me so much joy, you have no idea. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Thank you so much. Those are fantastic so far.
Renise, I'm really trying to find you a birthday gift. Apparently the birthday gift is just, it ain't happening.
Still, most people are gonna as many times as it takes Aquaman to bro out. So that's pretty.
What does that mean? Does he bro out?
When he's like, my man, that kind of stuff. When he bros out.
I'm sorry. Are you canceling my man? I'm not allowed to say my man anymore. I say my man a lot.
I'm just giving it a thing. Ooh, depends if Eric Roberts is in the chat.
Welcome to my world. I'm confused right now, Malachi. Welcome to my world.
Did
somebody write Eric Roberts?
Yes, someone did. The Wikipedia was me. Hayden said. Thank you, Hayden. That was fantastic.
Very witty, Hayden. And
so we are doing a poll on if you're going to take any bathroom breaks during the 4-hour Snyder Cut, and if so, how many? So that's what we're just looking at the poll results. So if you want to join in, we did post a link. I can post it again.
Oh, I got to do something really quick, Amanda. Hold on a second.
Okay.
There you go. Look at that.
Oh,
it's green for some reason.
Happy birthday.
Look, it's cake and a birthday gift. Happy birthday.
Not send money though, but there's a cool gift.
Hello, world of Omar. Nice to meet you, Can you send me money? I got no.
I don't have any.
I don't. I gave all my money to my wife, and Amanda's got the rest of it for her
Yeah,
pension.
he pays me monthly, so.
Do I? We haven't talked about.
Yes, we did.
We did.
Anyways, yeah. So let me stop sharing the screen. So we will be doing that poll again. Or we'll be giving you the final results of the poll next week. Once we
There's my man, Sugar Man, coming in late. How many sugar?
You got to vote on it. You got to tell us about it, Sugar Man. How many are you going to be taking?
Stop.
The last thing I wanted to talk about before we wrap up.
Is this the last thing? I'm having so much fun.
This was, but this is. Well, yeah, but this is. I have to get my kid to bed at some point. But this is.
Look, he's already passed out behind you.
No,
wait,
that's a
dolls.
That's
those
a
are dolls.
That's a lot. That's a life-size Rapunzel doll.
Yeah, that's creepy. Is that hers or Corey's? Oh, what did she say?
She said, "Don't worry about it. She's gonna sleep right here while we keep our talking."
Okay. Oh, that's cute.
Oh wait, James said we'll get James news. If anyone didn't see the news today, the CW has renewed Legends of Tomorrow, Batwoman, and the Flash. That's good news.
So then the Flashwoman, Batwoman is season 3. Then that's what they renewed it for.
With the new actress, yeah, and then the Flash. So that makes sense. So good.
Okay, James Abel, can you send Renee some money, please?
Someone. All right. So the final thing I wanted to talk about. So
Leo missed some things you were talking.
Well, just rewind it, Leo. And while we're sitting here, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys, if you haven't already, to keep this going. Because you know that algorithm, guys, the algorithm. More likes we get in comparison to the people watching, the more people who watch me and Omar's fantastic faces every Wednesday night and can hear us do this crap. So,
this crap.
Anyway, so this got released very recently, like in the last 4 hours, and it is the official synopsis for Suicide Squad, James Gunn's Suicide Squad. I got a picture for you guys. Where is it?
I got it. I'll take care of it.
Okay.
There we go.
No. Hey, there's Polka Dot Man. There's Peacemaker. Anyways, so for those of you who have not read the synopsis, I'll go ahead and read it for you. So it says, "Welcome to Hell, aka Belle Reve, the prison with the highest mortality rate in the US of A, where the worst supervillains are kept and where they will do anything to get out, even join the super secret, super shady Task Force X. Today's do or die assignment: assemble a collection of cons, including Bloodsport, Peacemaker, Captain Boomerang, Ratcatcher 2, Savant, King Shark, Blackguard, Javelin. Blackguard's played by Pete Davidson, which is Omar's favorite actor, and everyone's favorite psycho, Harley Quinn. Then arm them heavily and drop them literally on the remote enemy-infused island of Corto Maltese, trekking through a jungle teeming with militant adversaries." Yes.
Okay.
"And guerrilla forces at every turn. The squad is on a search and destroy mission with only Colonel Rick Flag on the ground to make them behave, and Amanda Waller's government techies in their ears, tracking their every movement. And as always, one wrong move and they're dead, whether at the hands of their opponents, a teammate, or Waller herself. If anyone's laying down bets, the smart money is against them or all of them."
You sounded just like the guy that used to do the movie commercials.
Oh yeah! Oh my God, I was watching.
Fontaine, whatever. Okay, so who is Idris Elba playing?
Bloodsport.
So he's playing Bloodsport. So Will Smith is not back as what's his name? Who was he in the first movie?
That's Deathstroke.
No, he's not Deathstroke.
Yes, no, he's not.
That's Deadshot, right? He was Deadshot.
Deadshot.
Okay.
Sorry. Yes. And,
I knew somebody was going to say that.
And then Alice Braga, which most people would remember her from New Mutants, or maybe not, is playing Sol Soria. Nathan Fillion is TDK. Michael Rooker is Savant. John Cena is the Peacemaker. Storm Reed, which if you guys have seen Wrinkle in Time, she was a little girl in that movie, the Oprah Winfrey movie. She plays Tyla. Sean Gunn is Weasel, CGI, of course. And then David Dostmoklian, I'm going to mispronounce his name, is Polka Dot Man. So and then of course Pete Davidson, your favorite actor, is.
Why do you keep saying that? It's not true. Who does she play in New Mutants?
Alice Braga is the scientist, the doctor who is
Moira. Was she Moira? Or was she
Moira? I can't remember.
Cecilia Reyes.
Cecilia Reyes. That's who she plays.
Okay. So I'm excited for this. I think we should definitely do some. Is this going to be released on HBO?
Arya, surprise Drax is the pick. That is a I love that. Me too.
Is there going to be? This is going to be released on HBO as well as theaters.
There's
Right.
and I have a release. So if you guys want to know, here are all the movies that will be released on HBO Max that are also going to be coming out in theaters. So I don't know if you guys have seen Little Things yet. That just came out on January 29th with Denzel Washington.
Why did you put this here?
What?
You had this here. What did you want to use it for? Who's that kid?
Really?
Is that the Iron Man 3 kid?
That's Tom Holland's little brother. He was on set doing stuff, so then everyone's like,
Oh.
he's gonna play Harry Osborn. No, just because he's his brother.
You yelling? Who are you yelling at? This fictional?
I don't know. Fictional people. So, some notable movies coming out. So, Tom and
Michael
Jerry.
J. White is Bronze Tiger.
Who'd
you say is Bronze Tiger?
I didn't say anyone's Bronze Tiger.
Oh, okay. Maybe Meow Nyan is arguing with somebody else.
Maybe. Mortal Kombat, which the trailer was just dropped for the Mortal Kombat as well.
Wait,
that comes
we're
out
moving on. I can't keep up.
We got Godzilla and Kong on May 21.
Yes.
We have The Conjuring on June 4th. In the Heights, which I'm super excited for, the Lin-Manuel Miranda his first musical before Hamilton. That's coming out on June 18th. Space Jam with LeBron James. Super stoked for that.
I'm so confused. There's a new Space Jam?
Yeah, with LeBron James in like the Michael Jordan role. Super excited for that. I'm going to show Linda that because she'll like it. Yes.
She doesn't have a choice.
She doesn't have a choice. I made her watch Free Willy, and I have this amazing video that I might show everyone one day of her crying about how the whale is sad and doesn't like the little boy anymore, and they're not friends anymore, and she's so sad. And like after the whole kid with the kids tapping on the glass, anyway. So
I make my kids listen to that soundtrack, so because I love that soundtrack. All right,
Suicide Squad's August 6th. Yeah, so we got Suicide Squad. Dune is October 1.
What is that? Is that released digitally?
Matrix 4 is December 22nd.
All right, here's the thing we haven't talked about yet, Amanda.
Yeah,
we gotta pick and choose. I can't see Dune in the comfort of my house. Like Dune deserves to be seen in the theater.
Well, that's October, right? So by then
we'll have super shots by then, right?
Yeah, I mean the vaccine. Yeah, we're hoping that things will, and keep in mind AMC has gotten a little bit.
Wait. James is saying that Godzilla has changed. Godzilla vs. Kong has changed to March 31st. And here's the question of the evening, though. When are we watching Black Widow at your house from the comfort of your couch?
We're not watching Black Widow from our house. We're watching Black Widow in the big screen.
You're going to make me drive to the big screen even though we could watch it from your house?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we both win that argument.
I support Marvel in that way.
Because they so need to put their kids through college.
Yeah, they all need to put their kids through college. Poor Kevin Feige.
No one has ever said poor Kevin Feige in the last 15 years, I don't think. I think they're using more modern basketball players really quick, Omar, how do you feel about the Sonic the Hedgehog? I'm all in, dude. I'm so excited to get in for that hardcover. I realize it's not a lot of content, but we never got any of the proper Archie collections in hardcover format, so I'm excited for that. All right. What do you want to do? I think we should definitely do something fun for Suicide Squad. And do not leave other open or they're going to get silly things like Alf or Mighty Omar. And as much as I love seeing Mighty Omar, I think we should definitely see. I want to know who everybody thinks is going to get killed first. Who is going to be the first member of Task Force? God bless Uncanny Omar. Talks pretty one day.
Who's going to be the snake in the grass? Who's going to be the one who turns on him?
More fun to guess who's going to be the first one killed. Because we know, I mean, is it a known thing or is it still a rumor that John Cena is going to have his own show?
There is still that rumor. James said Amazing Amanda is becoming an amazing professional YouTuber. Congratulations, man. You did amazing today. You had an outline and you keep on topic 80% of the time. Yeah, when you have Omar, thank you, James. I appreciate that compliment. When you have Omar as a co-host, off topic is keeping on topic. It can be difficult at times. So I appreciate that compliment.
Wait, I feel like that was a backhanded compliment.
To you.
I caught that reference. All right.
Said, when are you guys announcing John Krasinski for Reed Richards? Just kidding.
No, I don't know. No way.
I know. Unknowns, all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you get Michael Biehn back as Cyclops.
Raphael, did Amanda say LeBron in MJ's role in Space Jams? I'm not talking about in the actual NBA legacy here.
Like he's questioning you, but I love it.
First of all, I don't even know anything about the NBA.
Is Michael Jordan gonna make a cameo? I'm sure he is.
He could.
See, that's what I want to know. I want to know what everybody thinks. Who's going to be the first one that gets off?
Have to be a poll. When we get closer to August, when Suicide Squad, we'll have to do that poll. That'll be a fun poll to do.
The other 20% is Omar showing captain. I am a professional. This is what I do. This is where I come and have. Hey, every video you see on this channel is me being serious. Let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about this book. This is the one show that I have besides my Ask Me Anything show that's premiering next Friday. Yeah, for our Patreons. I can relax, have some drinks, and just be I'm always myself, but you know.
Yeah, but this is our
LeBron. Wow, y'all throwing shade at my boy now.
And that beard. What about that LeBron James beard? Here's my cat. Sorry, guys.
That's cool. Leo, we need to get Leo on the show. Apparently, he knows the entire cast of Sandman. Leo, can you hook us up with like any of the actors on that show? Everyone is fair game in Suicide Squad except for Harley because she's brand of her own. And I thought she was done with this. Isn't this the last movie?
After this movie, I think she's done. Yeah, because with Birds of Prey not doing as hot as I think they anticipated it doing, and it could have been a lot of reasons for it. A lot of it could have been the marketing and the fact that the movie title itself long and confusing, and the fact they called it a Birds of Prey movie when they were only really in it for like maybe 10 to 15 minutes makes it very confusing. It should have been just Harley Quinn. And the Birds of Prey, not Birds of Prey, the Emancipation Proclamation of 1865.
Did we? I can't remember if we reviewed that. Did we review that movie?
I think we talked about it. Yeah.
Oh man, it was not that good. I did not like that movie. Do you guys know what the release date is for Eternals movie? Do you, Amanda?
No, I think it is not. It is January. January.
Really? They pushed it back another year? Oh man. So do you think Shang-Chi is coming out first?
I'm sorry, February 12th is what it is. I'm sorry, I got pushed
2022?
2021.
No, Eternals is not coming out.
No,
where are you looking at? We got this covered. Gosh damn it, Amanda. Malachi, you like Birds of Prey?
No, it is no. What is it? Where is he?
Okay, can somebody other than Amanda please help me? November. Thank you, Matt. I don't know if he's just making that up.
Okay,
November. Okay, he's not.
So right before Spider-Man, which is December 17th.
Spider-Man's coming out this year? No, I refuse to believe that. Dude, they're just filming. There's no way that they can do post-production stuff.
Are you kidding?
Yes, I'm not. Wait, no, I'm not.
Yeah, they can. They can and they will. Oh, yeah.
They will. That big of a caliber? No way.
December 17th, 2021 is when it's
Shang-Chi is this month. They've already shot that, and they're going post-production on that.
Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, and then Spider-Man, and then Doctor Strange.
No way that Spider-Man comes out.
No, it's what it is. It is.
No, I believe that's what it says, but there's no way. We are in January. They're coming out by end of year? No. I'll see that coming out next year.
No, it's coming out.
That's a big movie. I say 2022. But we'll
so if Sony has nothing else on its plate, you keep in mind that's
also a Marvel movie though.
But
right?
Sony, keep in mind, because of the whole deal and stuff, Sony's still doing a lot of the legwork on it. So let's keep that in mind as well.
That I will give you, Malachi. Birds of Prey was 1,000 times better than Martha the movie.
I'll give you this.
I'll give you that one.
Ewan McGregor was 1,000 times better villain than what we got in.
Oh my gosh, Jesse Eisenberg, that kid. I'm glad. I'm glad that.
Who was the big one in the end? They had to fight.
Doomsday.
Yeah. If even better than Doomsday. I mean, I would still pick Ewan McGregor's weird black mask any day.
Zod's, whatever. Moon Knight. Amanda, when is Moon Knight coming out? TV show, and is it what's his name for sure?
No, it is.
It's not for sure.
You mean Oscar Isaacs? No, it's not definitive.
I mean Oscar Isaacs. It's not definitive, everybody. Amanda's got her.
Yeah, I don't think there's a definitive date. Just like Ms. Marvel. I think there might be some tentative dates, but nothing definitive yet.
You don't have to wait that long, man.
Remember you say he's going to announce it?
Were you watching and listening earlier? I'm announcing something this week.
That may not have been. But if
September.
you haven't, rewind. He mentions that he's going to release an announcement about a Web Slingers Omni.
Yes, thanks for the playback, man. Whoa, that's really good. What were you doing there? You need to review. Look, Raphael. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it all. We're back doing this. We're having a lot of fun doing this. Look, we're almost on 2 hours, and that's how much fun you all bring to this.
Yes.
Doing a live thing. We've had over 100 people, and drop here and there, a couple of dislikes because they were mad at me.
But I almost spoiled.
No. Because I kicked what's his name out for a little while. What's up, Rey Vasquez? ¿Cómo estás, mi hermano? But it'll probably be like Oscar Isaac.
Yeah,
either Isaac or Pedro Pascal, because those two Latinos are having like the best.
Pedro Pascal's having a moment, man. He's in everything. He's even in. So found this.
Is this real? Are we getting a Snake Eyes movie?
I haven't followed that, so I'll have to look it up and find out.
Snake Eyes is?
But even Pedro Pascal you guys remember Shark Boy and Lava Girl, right? So Netflix came out.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at you. I was thinking of something else.
So Netflix released a movie last month, January, about like the kids of like Shark Boy and Lava Girl and like other superheroes in their squad, and Pedro Pascal is one of them. Is one of the main people in it. Of course, Taylor Lautner does not show back up as Shark Boy. They got a guy in a mask so you can never really see, but it's not Taylor
Lautner, the guy from those Twilight movies?
Yeah, he was
originally. I know that.
He was originally Shark Boy. But anyways, Pedro Pascal's in everything. I think remember watching, like, after I saw Wonder Woman 84, I was like, oh, Pedro Pascal's in this. Oh, Mandalorian. Oh, I was like, good Lord.
Guy's a great actor, though. I got to give it to him.
Wait, Raphael said the guy from Crazy Rich Asians. You mean Henry? Oh, I love that guy.
Wait, it's not Ray Park anymore? Because Ray Park was in the original. Snake Eyes is a character from G.I. Joe.
Yes, I know who it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I asked earlier, and you kept ignoring me to talk about Pedro Pascal.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it is. It is Henry. Oh my gosh, Henry Golding. I love him. I think he's so sexy.
That's why they casted him. Is Storm Shadow going to be in there? Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. That's what I want to see. What did you think about the Mortal Kombat trailer?
Well, I've never really was into Mortal Kombat, so it looked like a really good action trailer to me. It didn't look hokey, so I'll give them that.
When
I think about some of the Street Fighter or her facial expression. Next year,
gosh!
I hope she gets some Emmy nods for this because
it's great.
So I love that.
The 8th one is awesome.
Yeah, she is fantastic. But speaking of Mandalorian and Emmy nods, things like that. So I know just recently too was announced the Golden Globe.
Wait a minute. Crazy Rich Asians? Oh my God, my 9-year-old daughter.
No, the Weezos. My daughter's watched it several times too. The Everybody's Can Be Heroes movie or whatever. She loves Shark Boy and Lava Girl's little
daughter. She's not talking about Crazy Rich Asians?
No.
She was.
She's never seen it.
Back. Yeah, but it's not G.I. Joe, Omar. It's a remake of the Nick Cage. Shut up. No, it's not. I do love that movie. That's good, Nick Cage. Snake Eyes better not talk. That's the deal.
If it's Henry Golding, he will.
No, he will not.
No, he won't. Well, Mandalorian don't talk that much. You don't see his face often as Pedro Pascal.
He cut his tongue out to stay in character. Now that's method acting. He cuts his tongue out. The MK trailer is fan made. Is it?
I know.
Damn, they spent some money on that if that's fan made.
That was an extremely well done trailer.
John Cena was on Jimmy Fallon the other night in full Peacemaker. So that's what I was going to ask you. Didn't they announce a Peacemaker TV show? Like James Gunn saying that they're going to do a Peacemaker TV show. We don't know if it takes place before the movie or after the movie. Is that still going?
I don't know for certain. But I mean, because John Cena could be on it in the Peacemaker costume for Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm. So
that is the question the community tried to answer in season 4, and it made Abed crazy. So
it's Nicholas.
Good or bad?
Okay. Honestly, he's such a weird, unique individual because you got things like Peggy Sue got married, but then you have Raising Arizona, and he's phenomenal in Raising Arizona. Yeah, you have the remake of what's the bees, not the bees, the remake of Wicker Man. Yeah, but then he's awesome in Con Air, so it's really weird, like to see. I don't get it. Yes, killer in Face Off, killer in Face Off.
Raising Arizona.
I said that earlier.
Oh, Moonstruck.
You could throw Moonstruck in there.
Yeah. They said so. Austin, James, they all said that.
What did they say?
Peacemaker is filming currently right now in Canada.
Okay.
Is that what they said?
I don't know. I was reading this question. Omar, did you say you have another Marvel Omnibus announcement video this week? I do. I'm gonna get in. I gotta get in a suit and film it right after. Oh, there's my dude. We were talking about Peter Gabriel earlier, Kyle Davis, but I know you're a Phil Collins guy. I know you're a Phil Collins dude. But thank you so much, man. Much love back to you. Have you seen Andy Samberg? Yes, we have. Yes.
Okay, and this is a good segue.
Oh,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
No,
about Andy Samberg being Nick Cage on SNL. He does good impressions of several people, but
I thought he was good as Marky Mark talks to plants. As much as Marky Mark hated that skit. I love it.
So the last thing I want to talk about before we head off, because it's almost 10 o'clock.
Jesse,
our time.
Both. Is it reprint or new omnibus? It's both. I'm announcing two things. All in one video.
All in one video. So
that's all
last
I can say right now. I'm sorry, Amanda. That's the last thing.
So last thing I want to talk about. So
Beyonce had the best video.
The Golden Globe nominations came out today, and when I first saw it, I said, "What movies are getting nominated?" So turns out they're finally caving in. You know, we spent the last couple of years the argument with these award shows, like, do people like Netflix, Amazon, and things like that, do they get any recognition for their movies because they're not in theaters or whatever the case may be? Well, given the pandemic, it seems that no one wants to give Birds of Prey or Sonic the Hedgehog anything. So
what? Because of the pandemic?
No, I'm just saying, like, we're seeing this, this transition period with these awards, and we'll see it again probably when the Oscars roll around, and that is these streaming services getting more clout and getting recognized for their superior content, which we as fans already knew that they had amazing content, but now it's taking these Hollywood elitists to kind of catch up.
Cobra Kai, baby.
Netflix has, I think, as a distributor, over 20 nominations, which is insane. Keep in mind, like for television, cable network has like maybe one or two. ABC, NBC, CBS, all those people. Like you think, what about their comedies? What about their dramas? No, Netflix, Amazon, Apple, all those people are dominating in the nomination categories for Golden Globes. I don't know if you guys have not checked it out or not, but let me send you the link for the nominations in the chat right now so you guys can take a look. But the reason I wanted to say it when you're talking about Andy Samberg is because on Hulu, Andy Samberg's movie Palm Springs was nominated for Best Musical or Comedy. And he was nominated for Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy, which if you haven't seen Palm Springs, I highly recommend. It's a very dark comedy. It's kind of like a Groundhog type of, scenario where him and this other girl kind of reliving the same day, but in a very darker way. They kill each other. They kill themselves all the time because they can. And they just come right back to the same scenario, the same thing over and over again. That's the synopsis. And it's or the premise of the movie, and it's a very wonderful movie. So if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. There's
all these people think that Bridgerton deserves Golden Globe nomination. Never saw Skinamax. We used to call it Skinamax, man.
I think Bridgerton missed the cutoff, honestly, on nominations. But I'm really happy as far as TV series, Queen's Gambit. Anya Taylor-Joy was not only nominated for actress, solid show. For Best Actress in that, but she was the TV series itself was nominated, and then as far as other TV shows, because there's just a ton. The Hawkeye promo is real. It is that's real. That's what. Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah. I know. Lovecraft Country was nominated for Best Television Series. The Crown, which is fantastic. The Mandalorian. There you go. Saying I never thought I'd see nominated.
Wait a minute. Like that. Where's Cobra Kai? Did it miss the mark?
You need like Disney quality production to get nominated for a Golden Globe.
Shut your mouth. Yeah. We didn't have it last year. That's why.
Gideon said Sacha Baron Cohen better win, and he
For-
was nominated for the Borat movie, the new Borat movie that came out. We watched that.
His daughter better have been nominated for being in that room with Giuliani.
Oh, I can't go downstairs. There's no more TV on.
Okay, well, just give me a second.
Lenny, give us 4 more minutes. We'll wrap it up.
Yes, we're almost done.
Wrap it up.
So, of course, Schitt's Creek was nominated. If you guys haven't seen that, The Flight Attendant, a movie I got Omar to watch with Kaylee Cuoco, TV show. I'm sorry, on HBO Max. If you guys like dark comedies with kind of a weird twist towards the end, definitely watch Flight Attendant. Kaylee Cuoco was amazing in it.
I think she really I hadn't seen her in anything this good.
Yeah, I'm so used to Big Bang Theory.
It's a solid show. It's a solid show. I like the way it was.
It is really. What else? Big things as far as movies are concerned that got nominated. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let's see.
No trailers
got nominated. Promising Young Woman got nominated for Best Motion Picture Drama. Oh, sorry.
What did?
Promising Young Woman, that movie with Carey Mulligan where she goes and kills guys.
I haven't seen it yet. It looks pretty good.
And it's out there to watch, I believe, on Amazon if you guys want to watch it.
Is Virgin River season 2 on there somewhere?
I don't know. But Hamilton is nominated for Best Musical or Comedy. Better win, because it's the only thing that's a legit musical that is on that thing. Lyndon, what happened? Please go lay down and let me finish. Please go down loud and let me finish, baby.
I think the omnibus hit her, or she hit her head on the omnibus.
Oh, yeah, that's really heavy. I tell her not to play on there because she's going to knock those things down or break it.
Man.
The Prom, which if you haven't seen that, you should watch that. That's based on the musical that's on Broadway. It has Meryl Streep, Nicole Kidman, James Corden in it.
Maybe.
But yeah, there's a lot of great. Hold on one second. I'm going to deal with this. You take over.
Yeah. So the Prom is based on the musical. For anybody that watches musicals, I don't know what the hell she's talking about. I agree with that. Nominate The Boys. Nominate Cobra Kai. Where's Cobra Kai? Okay, so Malachi's saying, just for your information, no trailers from Screen Culture are real. Thank you so much. Oh, there's my buddy. What's going on, Project Fight King? Good to see you. Just made it in time for the end. Head injury. Yeah, she's yelling at her. She's like, don't you start crying right now for hitting your head.
Well, I told you to be
I'm so lost. But you left me. You were like, The Prom, which is based on the music. And I'm like, it's music.
Raphael said Chadwick Boseman was nominated for Best Actor for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom on Netflix. And so was and Viola Davis was nominated for Best Actress for the same show. I have a he's probably going to win. He was fantastic in the movie. I saw it on Netflix, and kind of like a Heath Ledger Joker scenario. I think they'll honor him in that way. So, but yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I honestly, it does.
Fight like an eagle, dude. It's on the back. I love this shirt. I'm never taking it off.
Kills mongooses.
Check on the omnibus. It could be injured, Raphael. I
think they're gonna break that thing soon. But anyways, I honestly wasn't even thinking about award season, and so it kind of crept up on me because we haven't had a true theatrical year, right? Everything got released via
streaming.
So yeah, so it's just crazy to me to think that this is now the direction we're moving, which is fine, but something I wasn't expecting. So yeah. Oh, and Omar, because I was telling you to watch this. So as far as Best Motion Picture Animated, Onward was nominated, but also Wolf Walkers, the movie the girls should watch Apple. That Lyndon's watched 5 times. It's a fantastic. The soundtrack is great. So Wolf Walkers is very interesting animated on Apple. You guys should watch it if you haven't.
Somebody is saying that Studio Ghibli has a new movie, Earwig and the Witch, and be on HBO. Oh, that's what I'm doing with my kid. No, I'm working that day. And I'm doing a live show with Amanda at 8 o'clock. And I'm doing not doing a live show in the morning. I'm doing a live show in the evening. Yeah. So cool. I may do that between.
Matt, I'm waiting for Cherry by the Russo Brothers. That's right. And that's on Apple. That comes out end of February.
That looks good.
Yeah, I read the book when I realized when he was cast. I did buy the book and read it and made my husband read it. Because
I believe that too.
Military. And it's a hard book. I mean, if you're sensitive to the stuff like, violence, drug use, stuff like that, I wouldn't recommend it, but this is going to take Tom Holland to places you've probably never seen him before. So I'm really excited about it. Speaking of another guy with drama,
Is it gonna test? Is it gonna test his
acting skills?
his acting chops? Yeah, I think
Yes.
so.
Oh
Oh,
yes.
Earwig is CGI. Oh, I thought. Wait, so it must not be Miyazaki then, right? Because
Yeah. No.
even though he used it in Princess Mononoke. But hey, that's another story. This is the most important question this evening. Omar, who's your favorite Cobra Kai member? I grew up with the Karate Kid movies, and it was always Daniel. I've always been Daniel, and I've always said about Team Miyagi-Do. But really, I relate a lot to like Johnny, just the way that he is, the way he deals with kids. I
That is
really like
definitely
Johnny.
true.
Like
Yeah.
he's not your average hero. We don't really have characters like that these days in shows. And I like that about him. He's broken and he's messed up. Now, I don't want to spoil this for people that haven't seen it, but towards the end of season 3, he kind of changes his ways a little bit. But then, is it Goro Miyazaki's doing it? Cool. Holland was on fire. The devil all the time.
He was
I
really
haven't
good
seen
in
that one yet.
Yeah, that's something else everyone should watch on Netflix if you have a chance. But yeah, February 26th is when Cherry comes out. So, and then another movie that you should watch, speaking of attractive men that Amanda has crushes on, that is
Soul?
out now on Apple. No. That is out now on Apple is Palmer with Justin Timberlake. It is a Southern drama. I have the, what's it called here? And he
we
actually...
need to see that.
That's why I got that.
Gosh, okay. Him and his ramen noodle head. All right.
And that is why it was surprisingly good. I watched it last night. Was not expecting to like it, but it was surprisingly good. No, there's some Justin Timberlake. I don't like a lot of Justin Timberlake's movies that he's in. I mean, Friends with. It's not Friends with Benefits. Who's in the other one? It was like Friends with Benefits. No, it was Friends with Benefits. No Strings Attached was the one with Ashton Kutcher. So yeah.
Dan is still in the show. They're going to start their own channel. We don't know what it's going to be called or when that's going to happen. I made an announcement a couple of weeks ago, Jordan, where this is pretty much going to be collected editions and talking about comic book related things like comic book related movies, which is why Amanda and I are doing the show. Old Reader, New Reader is now being headed by Maddie until I decide to come back and Amanda comes back. So. Yeah, man. Welcome to Near Mint Condition 2.0.
2.0.
Is it preachy? Is it preachy, Amanda? We don't like preachy.
It's not too preachy. It kind of deals a lot with the concepts of like masculinity and what it means. Basically the premise is he just got out of prison.
What does that mean?
12 years for, I believe, killing someone or either killing or severely like injuring someone. And he goes to live back with his grandmother, and his grandmother takes care of this little boy. His mother's always running off. She's definitely she's an addict. She'll run off for weeks at a time. So her little boy stays with her, and her little boy has, he's gender fluid, I guess. He has some, and living in the South and this, in this more rural city or this rural area, it's, necessarily not, he's picked on and things like that. And so, you see like Justin Timberlake's character having to interact with that concept because he's definitely, kind of like your man's man, and he's dealing with finding a job and
Justin
going back.
Timberlake is a man's man in that movie. Boy, he's
a man. Did you not listen to Man in the Woods, his latest album?
No, I did not listen to Man in the Woods. I didn't listen to his previous album.
That's just Southern roots. Anyways, but, it kind of gets shaken up where he's kind of forced to take care of this kid. And it challenges a lot of people in a lot of ways. So it's a good drama. It kept me invested, and not just because Justin Timberlake. Because honestly, I like him more when he's singing, and I'm sad that he hasn't written a new album since 2018. That's neither here nor there.
That was only like 3 years ago. That was not that long ago.
They used to pull out albums every year and a half. So yes,
that was when he was with NSYNC, though.
And not just
How you get her going. Omar, dude, Malachi, if you're inviting me to Seattle, that is my favorite city in the United States. I love that city, and I will go to. I didn't know that Chosen had a freaking kitchen over there. Really? That's cool, awesome, man. I'd go there. I didn't know about it. I was there. I've been there twice. I love that city.
Seattle?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you have been. Yeah.
Thanks for answering that, Amanda.
Chris.
About what did he ask? Oh, by the way, yes, that's something we need to bring up too. Is the Invincible animated TV show that's
Oh
coming out
yes.
soon. So I'm excited to watch it because I really like the comic book. So I'm sure we will. We'll talk about it on the show. Now, everybody. Well, no, this is your show, Amanda.
No, you're fine. Yeah, it's
you
10
need to
o'clock, guys. It's 2 hour mark. I have a kid who needs to go to bed. Unfortunately, I mean, fortunately, she does need to go to bed. She has school in the morning. So keep in mind this Friday. Okay, this Friday, guys, we are doing WandaVision episode 5 recap and review. That's all we're doing on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same channel, near mint condition, not changing any of that. And then we'll be back next week on Wednesday, and we'll be doing a fun segment in the beginning on romantic comedies we think dudes will enjoy, followed by the latest in news in the nerd entertainment industry that has happened since we last spoke to you guys today. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And remember to follow us on all of our social media channels at @NearMintCon. Remember to check us out on Redbubble if you want some great Near Mint Condition merchandise. And also, if you want to support us, Omar just changed all of our tiers up on Patreon. So for as little as $1 a month, you can support our channel. If you want to pay more, we appreciate it. Especially if you want to talk to Omar on a regular basis, I would pay more. I don't have to.
You talk to me for free. I need to start. You know what? I'm gonna start charging.
Charging me, you guys. And as always, if it's classy and cool, it must be near mint. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check us out on Friday, and we will see you all on the flip side. Bye, guys.
Bye,
Have a good night.
Thank you for joining us.